Good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Sweetwater County, Green River, Wyoming, as we get ready for another Jackson Hole High School live sports broadcast brought to you by Jackson Hole Radio. It's Wolves Bronx live from Green River for Jackson Hole Radio. I'm Jake Nichols alongside Kimmy K. The action brought to you by Mountain Alarm of Jackson Hole. Highest quality security, safety, and automation backed by the best customer service in the business. The Wyoming Department of Transportation, keeping our highways safe. Serve Pro of Jackson Hole, faster to any disaster like it never happened. Jackson Hole Ford, locally owned and operated dealership. Big O Tires, a reputation you can ride on in the Target Plaza. Town Square Inns of Jackson Hole, including the Antler Inn, Elk Country Inn, Cowboy Village Resort, and 49er Inn and Suites. Blue Spruce Cleaners, green, affordable, convenient, and friendly dry cleaning. And Silver Star Communications. Are you part of the Fiberhood? Well, I hope so. Kimmy K, you ready to play football?
I'm not ready to play football, but I'm ready to watch some football.
You know what I mean. We might have to send you out there, actually.
I won't play, but yeah, I'm ready for some football. It's a great fall night.
All right. Does Kimmy K look ready for football?
My hair could be scary.
Yeah, mine's super scary. We're ready to get out there and play some football. Yeah, why not? You get a look out at the Green River Field, and our Jackson Bronx taking part in some extra warm-up. Green River has left the field because they're enjoying senior night tonight.
Senior night.
Yeah, we're going to honor the Green River Wolves seniors. There are not many of them. This is a young team, kind of like the Bronx, very junior-heavy. But they are graduating some seniors, so we'll help send them off in disappointing fashion after tonight, if we can. We need this win. That's why. This is a big one. We talked to head coach Keith Johnson about, conference play, not too early to start looking at playoffs. And this is a big, big game up for grabs, this conference game. Green River Jackson will explore the history between these two teams, taking a look at how they've matched up in the past. We'll also look at keys to the game and talk to head coach Keith Johnson about what he thinks his team needs to do. We'll start with last week in Star Valley, but we'll do it all when we come back on the Jackson Bronx pregame show, only exclusively on Jackson Hole Radio Sports Network.
Hey Bronx fans, do you want the best security for your home or business? Well, call the local experts today at Mountain Alarm, a proud part of Pye Barker Fire and Safety. Mountain Alarm provides world-class fire, security, life safety, and surveillance, teamed with unmatched customer service and the highest-rated 24/7 monitoring. With our state-of-the-art systems, you can get text or email alerts in the event of an alarm or view live and recorded video on your smartphone, tablet, or computer. You can also remotely control your thermostats, lights, locks, garage doors, and so much more. Call 307-733-5844 or visit mountainalarm.com today to get a free assessment and no obligation quote on a new or upgraded system for your home or business.
You're watching and listening to live coverage of Jackson Hole High School sports on KZ95.
Yeah, we're back here at Green River awaiting the start of this one. The start may be a little delayed. We'll see. I mean, they're getting festivities underway pretty early here as they honor the Green River Wolves senior players on this football team. That began just a few minutes ago, so that's exciting for Green River. Green River, both these teams coming off a loss last week. The Jackson Bronx overall record of 2-3, 0-1 in conference. Green River Wolves overall 1 win, 4 losses. They're also winless in conference. Loss last week to Evanston in the rivalry matchup for Green River, 32-7. The final on that one as Green River was on the road. They're happy to be back home. Be careful what you wish for. They're hosting the Jackson Bronx, who are also coming off a loss, a 55-7 beatdown at the hands of the Star Valley Braves. And, well, you know, Star Valley's ranked number 1 for a reason. And we talked to head coach Keith Johnson about that contest last week. Kimmy, you and I thought the defense played pretty well. I mean, they gave up 55 points, but they...
Yeah, you can't look at the scoreboard, though.
Yeah.
You gotta look at what happened down on the field, and they did a great job.
I thought the defense was pretty good, too. It's the first thing I told Coach, and here's what Coach Johnson had to say about last week and the game against the Braves.
Nice of you to say. It was not the result we wanted, but that first drive that they did took almost 9 minutes. And I got a call from Coach McKay over the weekend saying it's the score. He didn't feel that the score reflected the game and that that's one of the best defenses they've seen. So he agrees. I think we still, nonetheless, Star Valley is a great football team, and they helped us to see some areas where we can improve in terms of putting guys into different spots, and then also a couple things on our sets. But overall, I mean, the effort was solid. I saw the strength and conditioning that these guys did in the offseason pay, and I did not feel like we were out physically matched. I felt like Star Valley got us on consistent play and tactics and a couple mistakes on our end.
Well, 55-7 the final. I mean, Jackson was outmatched in a few categories for sure. And Star Valley is that good. Hopefully the kids rebound from that. They take what they can and leave behind what they should and just turn their sights on Green River now. You heard Coach Johnson talk about some things they learned last week against Star Valley and areas they can improve. And here's what he had to say further on that, because I asked him, well, what do you think you took away from that Star Valley game? What do you think you could do better, and what can we see in Green River that's any different than what we had last week? Here's Coach Johnson.
Our offense struggled to produce, and the reason was up front and on one side of the ball. We've made some adjustments and asked some kids to move positions this week, and we actually shuffled things quite a bit. And going into this game this week, I am super excited about what we're going to bring. Practice has been good. I mean, even against Star Valley, you've talked in the past about our rushing and difficulty rushing the ball. We still ran for 100 yards against Star Valley and had a touchdown there, a nice touchdown right up the middle. And I felt like we were getting our own runs between the tackles. And I think we got off the game plan a little bit. And frankly, the first half, I think was a coaching failure, not a kid failure. And so I would put that one squarely on us and our game plan. But now I think having moved a couple of folks into different spots, you're going to see, I think, the best of what we can do. And I've seen some real leadership from people who would love to play a different position, who are willing to play the position we need them to play to get the best out of our football team. And that's also new. So for that reason, I think the team is really going to be better coming out of that Star Valley game. And I'm grateful for the challenge, and hopefully we'll have another shot at them.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what Coach Johnson has dialed up as far as differences and moving kids around on the offensive line specifically. He didn't throw out the playbook and reinvent something. He just moved some guys around, and we'll see how that bodes. I think the offensive line going to be much, much better today anyway, because Green River, not a huge team overall, and we should be able to assert some strength. But truth be told, this is a battle between teams that are down towards the bottom of the 3A conference. Jackson is ranked number 8 out of the 12 teams. Green River is ranked number 11. So these are not the cream of the crop, but they're hoping to get there. Everybody's dogfighting for those playoff seeds. I believe Torrington.
Okay, just curious.
But I'm not. Yeah, boy, I can't remember. You put me on the spot. I think it's Torrington.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, the Wolves, both these teams coming off a loss. Both these teams very junior heavy. They got a lot of juniors. Coach Blaine Christensen on the Green River side in his second year heading the program. Coach Keith Johnson in his first year for the Jackson Bronx. Not a lot of numbers. If you're not in the top 10, YO Preps doesn't have rankings for you as far as the statistics, but I'll run them by you. Jackson's got the 8th ranked offense overall. They score just about 26 points a game, roll up 273 yards per game. Most of that in the air, 200 yards passing, 73 yards rushing. This is the 3rd ranked passing offense in the 3A, and much of that is on the shoulders of Grant Johnson. He's been that good. Now, he's a feast or famine guy. With high risk with high reward comes high risk. 7 TD passes, but 8 interceptions. He's got to fix that a little bit. Not quite as bad as his counterpart, the kid we're going to see quarterbacking the Wolves, who he's not a great thrower, but I'll tell you, Maddox Hintz is a pretty good double threat. He's a junior out of Green River, and he's a good quarterback. He makes the easy throws pretty well. When he throws over the middle, could be trouble. He has 2 touchdown passes, 5 interceptions on the season. Ranked, I think as a quarterback, he's ranked number 4 overall behind the Cody quarterback, Star Valley, and Grant Johnson. So he produces yardage, mostly because he's a pretty good runner. So keep an eye on him, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I'll look at Jackson's defense. They surrender 145 yards rushing. That's not great. In fact, that's ranked number 8, and they're ranked 7th against the pass. Green River, meanwhile, rushing 150 yards per game. That's unranked, so they're outside the top 10. And in passing, about 117 yards, ranked number 7 in their passing attack. Defensively, Green River struggled against the run, but they're pretty good against the pass. But I don't know they've seen a team that can throw like this. We say that again every time we come to the Jackson Bronx. I don't know if they've seen Grant Johnson yet. Wolves players to watch. Yeah, watch their quarterback, Maddox Hintz. He's that good. He's just a junior. He'll run, he'll throw. He's a better runner than he is thrower, but Jackson has got to key on him and make sure that he doesn't cause too many problems. In fact, Coach Johnson, don't think he didn't identify Maddox Hintz as the guy to be careful about.
Yeah, you named it. It's their quarterback, and we got to keep an eye on him. He's shifty. They run a lot of counter. They run a lot of off tackle. They love to throw the ball in the rollout. But I think, among these changes that we've made, they're going to have a hard time with our D-line up front. And I'm super excited to see if the scheme we've put in indeed shuts them down pretty good. But we got to keep an eye on that quarterback. He's athletic and capable, and I think he's going to bring us a game.
Yeah, Maddox Hintz, pretty good. And by the way, the PA announcer, who you'll probably hear in the background tonight, is his grandfather. So, yeah, we'll give him a shout-out. Maddox Hintz, pretty good ball player. Keep an eye on him. Other players to watch on the Green River side. Dax Taylor, the wide receiver.
I remember his older brother.
Yep, 62 yards per game he's averaging from the wide-out spot. He's the 6th best wide receiver in the 3A. Good defensive side of the ball guy, Don Hamill. He is their top defensive player. You'll hear Don Hamill's name called. And then the running backs, Jaden Walther and James Herwalt, are pretty good. So, yeah, there's some weapons on the Green River side. I don't know if they're up to the task for the Bronx, because Jackson can really light it up offensively. After last week, this team is probably chewing on nails, ready to get after it here, man. We'll come back with Keys to the Game Talk once more with Coach Johnson about what the Jackson Bronx need to do, what the black and orange, orange and black needs to do against the green machine of the Wolves. Kickoff minutes away. It's the Bronx Pregame Show on the Jackson Hole Radio Sports Network.
Experience Jackson Hole like a local while staying at the Antler Inn, Elk Country Inn, Cowboy Village Resort, or 49er Inn and Suites. With the best entertainment, dining, shopping, bars, and brews all in walking distance, you'll never want to leave. Call 1-800-4-TETONS or find them on the web at townsquareinns.com.
Texting and driving. Texting and driving? Everyone knows there really is no and. You're either texting or you're driving. In other words, if you're typing or reading anything while you're behind the wheel, you're not paying attention and you're not in control of your vehicle. That's why law enforcement around the state is cracking down on distracted driving. Hey, Wyoming, let's put an end to texting and driving because we all know better. There is no and. This message was paid for by WYDOT.
With live coverage of the Jackson Bronx.
I'm too short.
Yeah, you don't even fit in the little TV.
That's because you're too big.
Kimmy, I'm so excited about this game. I want to go down there and play myself, but I forgot my helmet. Yeah,
Do you even
I'm
have
excited.
a helmet?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so, but
forgot it a long time ago. Yeah, I'm excited to get this one going. It's going to be a fun ball game. And as we said, not just fun, but serious, important. Jackson Bronx really need a win here. We'll talk to Coach about that. First, back on the road, Kimmy, what do? You were just home for your own senior night. And, I won't say you laid an egg last week. You met a really, really good team, and they handed it to you. Credit Star Valley. Maybe it's a good time to get on the road after getting thrashed a little at home. Maybe you want to get on the bus and just go beat somebody up. I don't know.
Sure, I don't know. How about you just go play football the way you play football?
Yeah.
And do your best.
Play your game. Here's what Coach Johnson said about getting on the road and coming to Green River and taking care of these Wolves.
Yeah, the energy in practice has been really good. Energy in the weight room this week has been really good. I think there's a belief now that we've seen the best and we've been up against them and they know that they have the ability. Now it's our job to put that to the test against Green River. And look, they're going to come to play. It's senior night. They scheduled us for senior night. They schedule a game that they think they're going to win to celebrate those seniors. And we know that. And we know we're going to meet a team who's going to bring a challenge, and we have to come at them full steam.
Yeah, for sure. And that's saying something when you say, okay, you circle your schedule. We want the Jackson Bronx on senior night because we think
we can
it'll be a happy night.
Someone's going to go home a little sad.
Oh, somebody might. And then, of course, both teams.
They might be green.
Yeah, last week was rivalry week, so both teams are coming off disappointing losses to their arch rivals. So both teams want to turn it around for sure. Both teams are hunting that first conference win. Which is pretty important. I talked to head coach Keith Johnson about that because, you look at the Bronx schedule and how many wins is it going to take to get into the playoffs? How many wins is it going to take to get the kind of seed you want, not just slip in in the back door? Star Valley, you already got that loss there. You're going to still yet to meet Cody at home, but Cody is another monster team, ranked number 2 in the 3A according to the WyoPreps coaches media poll. That's going to be a tough one. Of the games that you would think are winnable, Powell will be a tough road trip, but you got Evanston and this Green River. These next 2 games back-to-back are crucial in the playoff picture, and Coach Johnson kind of saw that coming as well.
You said it. It's a must-win game. This is a must-win football game this week, next week. And if we do our job this week and next week, when we get to Powell, that's going to be grappling for a playoff seed as opposed to a playoff spot. So it's our job to come in full steam. And I mean, the boys know, and we're not hiding away from the fact that these next 2 games determine if we're going to have a postseason. So we've put it all on the line, and they're going to do that for their team, and I'm super excited to see what they bring.
I love that Coach Johnson does not shy away from the importance of this game. He told us and he told his kids, "This is a must-win game, boys. We need this." I like that, and that shows confidence in your team when you put that kind of pressure on them. There's already pressure on teenagers to go out and win every game, but when you tell them, "Hey, we need this one, let's show up," that shows you what kind of confidence the coach has in his kids to respond. And we'll see what playmakers come up with. I'll come back with my keys to the game. We're getting real close to kickoff here in Green River. It's the Bronx and the Wolves, and it's right here exclusively at the Jackson Hole Radio Sports Network.
The fastest internet in Jackson is coming your way. For a limited time, Silver Light Fiber Network is constructing fiber internet to homes in Jackson for free. Pick between 4 internet providers and swap at any time. See if you're in Silver Light's current area and check out which neighborhood is next at silverlight-fiber.com.
Experience Jackson Hole like a local. Recently renovated, the 49er boasts a new lobby, extended continental breakfast, indoor swimming pool, fitness facility, and 12-person outdoor hot tub. Located on Pearl Street, the 49er is just 3 short blocks from Jackson's greatest bars and restaurants, where you'll find your home away from home. Enjoy your time in Jackson as part of the Town Square Inns, and stay at the 49er Inn and Suites.
Yeah, it's Jake and Kimmy. Green River. We love this place. I love the Green River energy. Whenever we come here to play basketball, it's always, they love their basketball team here.
I like being in there.
And whenever we come and play football, there's something about this Green River team. I remember coming here in years past when we were kind of heavy favorites, and these Green River Wolves were nasty to us. Like, I guess they didn't get the message. So watch out for this team. There's something dangerous about teams who feel they have nothing to lose when nobody thinks they're going to win. So I got to be careful with these Wolves. Jump on them early. Here's my keys to the game. I think will make things go a lot easier. Ain't eight. Yes, 8 is the guy we got to watch. That's Maddox, Hintz, and Ain't 8 is allowed to do anything. I mean, it ain't going to be his night. Ain't 8 is my key. You got a key on him. You've got to stop Maddox, Hintz.
Right.
He is their main guy. TCB on the road, you got to take care of business. You're supposed to win this one. You have to win this one because they're just going to get tougher. And for me, tonight is a chance for the O-line to flex. Show us how swole you are. This offensive line, I think, can push Green River around a little bit. It's the O-line flex. And I'll throw in a third key to the game that I kind of just thought of. I've watched this Green River team on film. When they do throw, they love to throw to the outside the hash, and very quickly. And you watch Maddox Hintz, the quarterback, number 8, when he gets up to the line and he's called the play, he will check to see how tight you're playing on his wide receivers. If you're off Hunter Lake, if you're off his wideouts, Dax Taylor, he will quickly throw. And the ball is out of his hands very quickly. When he does decide to throw, it's fast. So get right up for the Jackson Bronx corners. They got to play right up on these receivers, man-to-man for the most part. So I would love to see that. One more break, and when we come back, I think we're kicking this thing off, and we'll enjoy Bronx Wolves right here in Green River. It's the Jackson Hole Radio Sports Network.
Cashmere, silk, down, or denim, Blue Spruce Cleaners is where you take them. We have a friendly, knowledgeable staff, eager and happy to serve you in 2 locations and on the road with daily pickup and delivery service and expert tailoring on site. We offer the best in green, effective, and gentle cleaning with Green Earth Cleaning and professional laundry for your sweaters, gowns, comforters, and linens. Blue Spruce Cleaners is a recognized reduce, reuse, recycle business leader, providing green, affordable, and friendly service to our community for over 20 years. Whatever the season, whatever the reason, Blue Spruce Cleaners.
Your home for Jackson Hole High School sports is KZ95. Let's get back to the game.
Back live to the field, and we'll go down to the field for the national anthem to get this one started. Beautiful flag they have here. Huge flag. All right, we're ready to go. Man, kick this thing off. Green River Wolves here at home on senior night. The Jackson Bronx coming in to invade.
We got some fireworks going out there.
We got the fireworks.
It's not dark enough yet, though.
There's going to be some fireworks tonight. We got a passing attack. We got a team that defends the pass pretty well. Something's got to give tonight. It's going to be fun to see how this one shakes out. Jackson Bronx, as you probably see, you're watching on our YouTube channel. Jackson Bronx are in their road whites, trimmed in black with a little bit of orange in there. And the green machine, those Green River Wolves are wearing their colors tonight, that dark green.
Which looks black.
Which
looks black.
Looks very black.
I feel like they have all black on.
Yeah, and those look like new helmets to me. I don't recognize those.
Possibly. I remember I told you I overheard someone say they thought their helmets were too big.
Yes.
So let's see if we can decide if they look too big. Maybe it's just because they're new and the way they look too big. I don't know.
I thought that
I did overheard that conversation.
I kind of thought that was a reference to their egos. Like they thought the kids thought they were all
helmets.
that.
I heard helmets.
All right.
It must be they are new helmets, and a few people think they're too big.
Got it. Jackson Bronx looks like will kick off here, and what a kicker the Bronx have been blessed with this season. Alexia Balog, the top-ranked punter in all the conference and probably kicker. I didn't check that, but, I mean, he has got a leg, this kid. Back to receive for the Green River Wolves is Irie Kubal, the sophomore. 5'10", 165, and it's just him as the ball falls off the tee. Alexi wants to know, is it okay to put it back up there? And the ref said, yeah, you're all right. I'm not going to throw a flag yet. We'll give you another shot at it.
That was the ball's fault. That has nothing to do with the team. I saw the wind pick up too and then look down. I'm like, oh, there goes the ball.
It's number 3 kicking to number 3. Balog says he's ready at the other end. Kubal says, bring it on. He stands at his own 4-yard line awaiting this kick. We'll see if Balog even lets him return it. He does not. He bangs this one in the back of the end zone. So that's the way we'll start, with the Wolves at their own 20-yard line, moving right to left on your YouTube channel. Hopefully you're with us on the YouTube app. Just type in Jackson Hole Radio. That's our channel. Make sure you subscribe while you're there. We got Grant Johnson, the quarterback's grandparents in Florida, tuning in.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I love how you tell people what channel to run, but if they're not listening, they don't know where. Yeah, if they're not even listening, then they don't know where to go to.
It's because they could be listening on KZ95 and missing an opportunity
to watch it live.
Yeah, we'll see. Hins brings them up, and Maddox is going to hand off left side. Not a lot of room there. Pickup of maybe 3, 2nd and 7 coming up, and I did not see who got the carry there.
I forgot my glasses.
Dom Hamill, I believe. You know, I don't think they have a lot of Hamill in the backfield. Now the setup they have now is what you'll usually see. Jaden Walther, the junior, is in the backfield along with Maddox Hintz. Hintz gets a snap, wants to throw quickly right here to Lake, and he cannot hang on. And I told you, Hintz loves to get the ball out of his hands quickly to either sideline. He wanted Hunter Lake there, his 5'11 senior wide receiver, who's a pretty darn good basketball player. He's got good hands, but he didn't there. He dropped that one.
I didn't even think he was playing. He looks like he's part of the line over here.
He's way over here. It's 3rd and 7 now. Hintz with the hard count tried to draw Jackson off sides, did not. And now he'll settle down to get the play. The Wolves never huddle, but they don't run up tempo. It's really weird. Hintz back to throw, wants Hunter Lake on that slant, and again Lake drops the ball, and Tyson Kendall on coverage. The ball was a little bit behind Lake, but he should have had that. That was very catchable. So Hunter Lake with 2 uncharacteristic drops early, and Tyson Kendall, though, was right there in coverage. We said you got to be up on these receivers, and that's why. Those were 2 very quick passes to Lake. That's what Hintz loves to throw. But 3 and out, and Jackson will get the ball in good field position here. As set to punt is Braxton Doak. Good snap, good rush, and Doak barely gets it off, and it's a pretty good kick. Tyson Kendall got hammered.
He got hit, man.
Oh, my. Kendall got slammed, and we'll keep an eye on him. He looks okay. What a hit as Tyson Kendall probably should have fair caught that. And I'll tell you now, if I'm Coach Johnson, I get him out of the lineup just to check him. I mean, that's red
tent.
tent.
That was a hard hit, man.
I mean, they got to get him out of there. I'm not saying he's showing any signs that he's woozy,
but he's fine. I mean, they're boys. Come on.
Nah, if I'm a ref, I make him come off and just talk to you a little bit. You'll see Kendall there in the slot, left side. Snap to Grant Johnson, who's in the shotgun, hands off to Waylon Cosby, and he picks up a good gain of about 5. In on the tackle, amongst others, was...
Sorry, I just watched that hit again on the...
Yeah, Declan Henderson. I have the replay of that hit coming up. I don't want to miss a play, but you see Tyson Kendall. He does not call for a fair catch at... Oh, my. He got the worst of that. Cosby in the backfield with Johnson. He looks things over. 2 receivers to his left, 2 to the right. Wants to throw. Looking left. Now he's going to take off and run. He's got a ton of room. That was the correct decision as Johnson is tripped up. He's got a first down and more inside the Green River 44-yard line. The tackle made by Hunter Lake, but that was a good decision by Johnson. He was looking left. Nobody really open, but what he noticed is man coverage, and he thought, man, there's a lot of green out here, and away he went. Johnson, not necessarily a running quarterback, but that was too juicy an opportunity to pass up.
Everybody else seemed covered. That was a very smart move right there.
Ball on the far hash of the 40 for the Wolves. Jackson with a fresh set of downs. Empty backfield. They want to throw. Pass to Tyson Kendall. Gets rid of one tackler and now goes down just inside the 40 to the 39. So Tyson looks okay.
Yeah, he looked like he actually just took down the Green River guy, which caused him to go down too. It wasn't the other way around.
And that was Dax Taylor on the stop. 6 foot, 160-pound junior. And, yeah, Tyson Kendall flung him around. Again, empty set. Johnson got a man. It's Liam McPeak. McPeak is tracked down from behind. The tackle made, and he's very close to a first down. I think he got it. Declan Henderson on the tackle, and they are not moving the stick, so just short.
Wait.
It'll be 3rd and short.
Oh, yeah. Oh, so close.
With 9:25 to play, it's 3rd and inches here for the Jackson Broncs.
Man, I feel like these guys are spread across the field so much today.
Grant Johnson in the shotgun. He's got Waylon Cosby behind him now. Looks like Jackson is going to hammer this one with a running play, if I had to guess. But now they're going to come back and huddle it up. So I did want to say, when Green River has the ball, keep an eye on this. They never huddle only because I guess they don't like to be close to each other. It reminds me of like a COVID game.
Oh, my gosh.
They won't huddle, yet they do, and they're calling for a measurement here. That's the break.
I was hoping they don't huddle. That was too close.
They don't huddle, but they don't do it to play hurry up. They'll stand at the line, and Hintz will look over to get the play. They spend more time standing at the line of scrimmage than any team does in the huddle.
Yes,
and
it was
they do have
enough.
So good job as Coach Johnson, I think, called for that measurement, and that's
it looked too
first
close
down.
the way that ref was standing. He was right in front of the line marker. I was like, it has to be. If not, it was like half an inch from being there.
Kendall and Logan to the left. McPeak split wide right. The pass is going to be to Kendall. And he catches it inside the 30, spins to nearly the 25. That's not Logan over there. That's number 12, by the way. He threw a nice block. Chase Brunner in the lineup. Good job by Chase Brunner, who made a great block to allow Kendall to pick up about 7 yards on that play. To be 2nd and 7. Another quick pass to the far side. This is Chase Brunner. Gets rid of one tackler and is knocked out of bounds. No, they say he stayed in bounds. And it's a Jackson touchdown if he stayed in bounds. Did he? And I see no indication he was out. What are the refs doing?
I thought the hand was up. Let's see. We I think we got 6 on the scoreboard. No.
Let's look at the replay here as Chase Brunner goes down the sidelines after the catch. That was a harmless-looking 2-yard pass that Chase Brunner turned into a touchdown run as he gets in all the way. So the extra point coming. Good job by Chase Brunner to continue the Brunner receiving tradition. The kick is up and in, and Jackson leads this one early, 7-0, and an impressive drive for the Broncs. And we go from one Brunner to another, it seems, year after year. And maybe that's one of the changes that Coach Johnson talked about. He said, you're going to see a few tweaks.
Yeah, a few
we have not
players.
seen a lot of Chase Brunner. He's young.
No, he's a senior.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, he's a senior.
I did think he was younger, too. I did not. I thought he was a couple years behind Seth
So,
as well.
I mean, if you're Coach Johnson and quarterback Johnson, you have a lot of options at wide receiver. You got your top guy, Tyson Kendall. You've got Liam Logan, Liam McPeak, and now Chase Brunner coming out. You got 4 deadly weapons on the outside. I mean, take your pick. If you're Grant Johnson, we haven't even talked about the tight ends in Colin Pape and Zalesniak. So a lot of options to throw if you're throwing, and that seems to be what the Broncs are doing. Is we are situated right behind the Green River Band, so I like it. I like it loud.
I mean, I'm going to say there's a couple schools we go at, and I know why they have such great bands. So this is one of those places that always has a band playing.
Irie Kubal again back to receive, standing at his own 2 now. And an onside kick by the Jackson Broncs. And the Broncs have been so good at this all season long, recovering these onside kicks.
Yeah.
And they've got this one, I believe. Let's take a look at the replay. This fooled everybody.
I know I was ready to go down to the end and kick it.
And, boy, the Broncs are good at this. I mean, they really are. You talk about taking it to a team on the road. My goodness, Jackson, after scoring a touchdown, Coach Johnson rolls the dice and dials up the onside kick right off the bat, and that fooled the Wolves. 1st and 10 at the Green River 45-yard line. Cosby in the backfield behind Johnson. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right here, and that's McPeak. And now the referee moves the ball a little bit and took a yard away from us. Okay. Johnson snaps. Give to Cosby. Not a lot there. He's stacked up. No gain. Good job by the Wolves. And finishing off that hit for Green River was Zach Dalton. He's one of their top defensive guys, the senior. Yeah, not a lot of room on that right side of the line. And Jackson's had their problems running, and that was evident there. They go empty. Trips right. 1 receiver to the left. Watch something down here at the bottom of your screen. And now there might have been a jump there from Green River. Yeah, encroachment.
Right.
So good job. Now, I don't know if that was a hard count, but they got the Wolves offside, so that'll be a free 5. And suddenly 2nd and 10 is 2nd and 5. With 8:15 to go in the opening frame, it's Jackson 7, Green River nothing. The Broncs on the move in the green territory again. That's tough on the home team when you haven't even been able to catch your breath. And the defense is right out there again.
Hey, we had to do that last week.
Trips right. Watch something bottom of your screen here with 3 receivers down to the right. It's Cosby, Brunner, and McPeak all down here bottom of your screen. But they want to go far side. He's got one-on-one coverage, lays one up there, and a flag comes down. I did not see a lot of contact. Tyson Kendall is alone on that left side. He had single coverage up with Hunter Lake. Lake says, and that's on your guy. And Kendall says, no, that's on you. And I did not see a ton of contact. Wow. Pass interference on Hunter Lake. And I feel for Green River there. That was nothing much. And it was also kind of an uncatchable ball as that one got floating. I think even though it looks like they're going with the wind, that ball kind of hung up in the air on Grant Johnson.
Yeah.
And I thought it was somewhat uncatchable. Boy, that's tough to get a PI on that for Green River. I feel for you, Coach. Christian said, yeah, he's just raising his arms to the ref like, are you kidding? Tough call, but it helps the Jackson Bronx. Here they come. Handoff to Cosby. Bumps into his own blocker. Now finds room out here on the edge, and he's down inside the 20 to nearly the 15. Let's call it the 16. And another first down for the Bronx, I believe. They're not moving the sticks, though, but that looks like a first down to me. Finally, they do. They're slow over there. Jackson going no huddle. I mean,
they need Coach Hansen.
Coach Johnson is just going for it here. He's relentless. There's a swing out pass to Cosby. He's got a little room on the edge. Now things start to break down. He gets to the 10 before he's piled up. He was looking for a block from Zalesnik, and Zalesnik's like, well, which way are you going? He couldn't figure it out. He's like, I'm going to try to block this guy, but you're zigging, you're zagging. I don't know where you're going. And Cosby's down now. That's not good to see. Just there, we got another Green River player down here on the near side. So two players down, a little injury timeout. We'll take a break with him. Jackson's on the move, already leading by a touchdown. You're enjoying Bronx football on Jackson Hole Radio Sports Network.
Experience Jackson Hole like a local while staying at the Antler Inn, Elk Country Inn, Cowboy Village Resort, or 49er Inn and Suites. With the best entertainment, dining, shopping, bars, and brews all in walking distance, you'll never want to leave. Call 1-800-4-TETONS or find them on the web at townsquareinns.com.
Hey Bronx fans, do you want the best security for your home or business? Well, call the local experts today at Mountain Alarm, a proud part of Pye Barker Fire and Safety. Mountain Alarm provides world-class fire, security, life safety, and surveillance, teamed with unmatched customer service and the highest-rated 24/7 monitoring. With our state-of-the-art systems, you can get text or email alerts in the event of an alarm or view live and recorded video on your smartphone, tablet, or computer. You can also remotely control your thermostats, lights, locks, garage doors, and so much more. Call 307-733-5844 or visit mountainalarm.com today to get a free assessment and no obligation quote on a new or upgraded system.
Continues with
We got to get back to the action.
KZ95.
As the Jackson Bronx run that ball to about the 2-yard line. It'll be first and goal. Well, they're going to say the 4. All right. First and goal from the 4. 7 minutes to play in the opening frame. Jackson up 7-0. The player that came off for Green River was Ethan Morrell, the junior. Cosby is back in there. He's got the ball now, but wait a minute. They whistle this one dead. And that might have been movement on the Bronx, as Cosby must be okay. He's back in. False start on Jackson. So that'll push him back 5. It's now first and goal from the 9. Jackson's been on the move here. This offense, this looks like a team that is this really mad that Star Valley beat them last week. That's Jackson come off the bus kind of angry. All right, in the backfield, the blocking back in front of Cosby is Matthias Wilson. And they're going to look to throw. Grant Johnson, end zone fires, incomplete. Pass intended for Brunner. Lake had him covered. Good thing that Hunter Lake was not turned around, because that pass could have been picked off. Lake had Brunner all kinds of blanketed, and that just wasn't open. Jackson was hoping for the defense to kind of sell out on the run, but Hunter Lake was right with Brunner on that play. So doesn't work. Second and goal from the 9. Cosby with Matthias Wilson in that offset eye. It's going to be Cosby left side, and what a play, as Waylon Cosby is going to lose 3. Coming out of nowhere, completely unblocked, was Jaden Walther. And he just blew that play up. I mean, he darn near took the handoff. Nobody touched him, and Walther shot in there from his linebacker spot, and Jackson's going the wrong way here. First and goal from the 14-yard line. Jackson had it first. Third and goal. Jackson had first and goal from the 4. And all of a sudden, yeah, it's looking a lot different. Referee explaining something to Coach Johnson. I think the wide receiver, Brunner, on that side was lined up off sides, I think. Or else Let's see if they march it off. He may just be giving them a sideline warning for standing on the field. Johnson's also doing that. I'm not sure. They didn't move the ball, so I think that's what it is. I think they were just warning the sideline, hey, get back. Stay off the field of play. Here comes the Bronx. Big down here. 3rd and goal from the 14. In motion is Tyson Kendall. Johnson wants to throw. Rolls right. Fires. He's got Kendall and more whistles. This play's not even going to get off. Oh, boy. I didn't see that one, but that pass to Kendall, that might have gone in. Johnson is imploring Tyson Kendall about something. I'm not sure what he's talking about, but that would have been, I think, that would have gone in for a touchdown. But Jackson is just going the wrong way here. The run play, the Cosby, they got stopped. 2 penalties. Now we're all the way back to the 19-yard line, and if I were Coach Johnson, I'd tell Alexi Balog to start warming up the leg. This looks like a field goal shot here.
Yeah, go for it.
3rd and 19. You always want to go.
Well, we're already up 7. Go for it.
The snap. Johnson, fake handoff. Wants to throw. Wants Kendall. Over Lake, or wants Brunner, rather. We got more whistles before this play. This time it's offside. Boy, I tell you, these refs, whoever is the referee who watches the line, my goodness.
It's going to be a long game. If
we'll have to cancel dinner reservations here. Can we get a playoff? That pass, that might have been good. So that's twice now that Jackson has had their play tipped off a little bit. The pass to Kendall previously, that one to Brunner over the top of Hunter Lake. That's going to be an interesting matchup all night. Is Chase Brunner on Hunter Lake. I'm interested to see how those two do it. In motion is Kendall. Johnson with a snap. Pitches to Tyson Kendall. Cuts inside one tackler and now runs out of room. Really good job there by Dom Hamill, who shut that down, number 10. And that's...
They actually lost a couple of yards on that.
They gained... Yeah, they lost a couple. You're right. 4th and goal from the 16. Alexi Blog does trot out, and he's going to try a field goal here. And they'll place it at the 24-yard line. It'll be a 34-yard kick, well within the range of Blog. Snap good, hold good, and Alexi bangs it just wide to the left. Oh, boy.
The wind.
Now, I don't want to say a missed field goal does a lot, but you could just feel the momentum starting to shift on that drive. Penalty. Big defensive stop. You could feel Green River sort of find their feet after a rough start, and then the missed field goal. And right now, the Wolves have a golden opportunity to kind of recapture momentum here. That was a big miss for Balog. Green River defense came up big, and now the offense has got to get it going. We got 4:04 to go in the first. 7-0 Bronx. This one was this close, Kimmy, to being 14-0. I mean, 1st and goal from the 4. What happened? Turned into 4th and 16. And Jackson finally had to send the kicker on, but that all went wrong. Timeout on the field, that's taken by Green River, and with this timeout, Jackson Hole Ford would like to remind you that they're your locally owned and operated dealership. Locals serving locals. In fact, go see a really cool local dude in Dusty, the general sales manager. He'll make a deal every time. Put Dusty to work. He's a local. Jackson Hole Ford sponsoring this timeout. Green River wants to talk things over. They're back on the field, and Maddox Hintz ready to take over at quarterback. He's got Carter Steen, I believe, in the backfield.
I think we might have to zoom
with
out.
Him.
These guys are playing the whole field.
And the handoff up the middle, not a lot there. Maybe a gain of 1, 2nd and 9 coming up. Did not see who was on the carry. I'm going to have to get my field glasses out to see this way down on the end of that field. Hintz, hard count there, trying to get Jackson to jump. Did he? As we get more hankies before the snap, and I think he did. Good job by Maddox Hintz to earn 5 yards for the Wolves without even snapping the football. That'll bring up 2nd and 7. Hintz, handoff. No, he's going to keep it himself, and a good job by Jackson to figure that out as they stack him up. First guy to make the hit for the Bronx was number 59, and I don't have a 59. Wouldn't you know it?
Nope.
3rd and 9 for the Wolves. Hintz in the shotgun, wants to throw. Fired, he's got a man just underthrown. Tyson Kendall, what a play. Kendall knocked that ball down. The pass was intended for Dax Taylor, and pass was a pretty good one, a little bit underthrown. Taylor had to wait for it, and Kendall just got there in the nick of time. Take a look at Tyson Kendall breaking up this play right at the end. Taylor is open right here. He's got to step on everybody, and our cameraman.
Well, something popped up over there, and I was looking, like your iPad's doing something.
So 4th down, and Green River's going to have to punt, and that one partially blocked. That's going to sail all the way onto the Gatorade can. And a short kick. It actually might work a little bit here for Green River, and I don't wonder if somebody got a piece of that. And that ball came straight up in the air and kind of over towards us in the broadcast booth. And it will give Jackson good field position again. The Bronx have been in the Green River side of the 50 all night so far. We're still got first quarter to finish. 2:46 to go in the first. Jackson up 7-0. They'll take over the Green River 40-yard line. These refs take a long time to put the ball down. 39.
I think that's why it fell off when we were kicking at the very
And now
beginning.
they're going to pick it up and put it somewhere else. They want to move it to the right hash, near hash. Kendall and Zalesnik and Brunner are wide left. Empty backfield again. Jackson's going to throw. Cosby and McPeak are wide right. So keep an eye on this as Johnson wants to throw, fires to Cosby. Cosby trying to get away from the tackle there, and we got flags flying yet again. That might be a face mask. As the play goes for about 4 yards, tackle made by Dom Hamill, who's having a real good game for the Wolves defensively. But I think Hamill grabbed a piece of the face mask. He did. And that's going to give Jackson a first down as Hamill. The only place you could find a tackle on Cosby was the mask. You're not allowed to do that. Yeah, 59 is in there at right guard, and we do not have a 59.
Could it be someone forgot their uniform, so they're wearing an extra one?
Could be. Whenever you have a road game, yeah, you never know who's going to wear what. Cosby in the backfield now behind Johnson. In the shotgun, Grant calls for the snap, gives to Cosby. Big hole on the left side. Closing quickly, though, is Dax Taylor, and a pickup of a couple. I think he's got enough for a first down. He does. So Cosby needed to. He got to. Good job by Dax Taylor to come up from his corner position to make that tackle. That was a huge hole for a moment. And right now, the left side of that offensive line for the Bronx looks like the better side. You heard Coach Johnson talk in the pregame about moving guys left and right on that offensive line. There was a big hole there and a lot of room for Cosby. Johnson flips to Kendall. Kendall coming here near side, bottom of your screen, gets a good block from Liam McPeak, and he's down to the 20-yard line. Pickup of 3. Green River doing a good job on plays to the outside. They got good team speed. McPeak trying to get the edge, or Kendall rather. McPeak made a good block there and just couldn't quite get around and get into the end zone. Brunner split wide left. Tyson Kendall in the slot left. McPeak to the right. And Cosby in the backfield behind Grant Johnson, the quarterback. He's in the shotgun. Snap, he wants to throw quickly. It's that wide receiver screen. Tyson Kendall gets away from one tackler, but not another, as Dax Taylor brings him down. It was Zach Dalton who tried to make the original stop. And a good job by Kendall to wiggle away from him, but the play doesn't pick up much. It's 3rd and 4 now. Hand off to Cosby. Cosby's got a first down and more as he rumbles inside the 15 to the 13 of the Wolves. And a first down, Jackson, with the Bronx choosing to go hurry up here. No huddle. They want to just keep pouring on the pressure. Grant Johnson, Cosby in the backfield. Down to 1:05. Fake handoff. Johnson going to call his own number. He's stacked up at the 5-yard line. A gain of about 6, let's say. We'll bring up 2nd and 4, I believe. Johnson does not run a bunch, but he's had 2 big runs to that left side. That left side of the Jackson offensive line is moving people. Johnson wanted the snap there, or maybe he was just trying to draw the offsides as he clapped hard. Now he's going to give the handoff to Cosby. Nice move at the line of scrimmage, and is he in? No, they say.
Nope.
No call, but he's down to the goal line. What a nice move by Cosby, who just made a kind of a stutter step. Wayland just went whoop, and then down to the goal line, and now Jackson trying to punch it in. 1st and goal from the foot line. It's Cosby. He's in. Jumps, and touchdown Bronx. No flags. And we'll look at it again as Wayland Cosby. That an easy run for him as that offensive line is starting to move people, especially the left of center. Just big holes and nobody there for Green River. And that's Barazay over there. And I'm not sure the other lineman is. I see Alexi Blog tries to put the point after through. He does. And we got a 14-0 game when we come back. You're enjoying Bronx football with the first quarter, just 20 seconds left. Jackson up by 2 scores on the Jackson Hole Radio Sports Network.
When fire, water, mold, or other damage threatens your home or business, hand the cleanup over to the company that stays with you every step of the way. The trained professionals at ServPro handle everything from commercial water loss to residential handyman services and everything in between. Call ServPro of Jackson Hole at 307-342-1400 anytime, day or night, to schedule an appointment. That number, 307-342-1400 for ServPro.
Jackson Bronx getting ready to kick off here. They take a 14-0 lead over the Wolves in the first quarter. 20 seconds left. Jackson's looked really sharp on 2 of their 3 drives. Did not look so great on the second drive. That kind of fell apart, but 14-0. Here's the kick. Going to be fielded here by Kubal at his own 2-yard line, and he's got no blockers whatsoever. Down he goes. The tackle made by Jacob Roper as the wall of blockers disappeared, and I feel for the young sophomore Irie Kubal, who said, hey, wait a minute, where is everybody? He did get it out to the 14, and again, these refs just don't know where to put the ball. Finally, we get it down. 14. 15 seconds left in the first quarter, and Green River already down 2 scores, trying to get something going here. They've been pinned in their own zone all night long, and there's a run to the right side. Not a lot there. And gain of maybe a yard. On the carry, it's Jaden Walther. And the Jackson Bronx just too stout right now. That'll end the first quarter, and the Green River Wolves facing a 2nd and 10. Deep in their own zone after we swap sides. After 1 complete here in Green River, it's Jackson 14, the Green River Wolves nothing. Coming right back to Sweetwater County after these words. Bronx football on the Jackson Hole Radio.
Cashmere, silk, down, or denim, Blue Spruce Cleaners is where you take them. We have a friendly, knowledgeable staff, eager and happy to serve you in 2 locations and on the road with daily pickup and delivery service and expert tailoring on site. We offer the best in green, effective, and gentle cleaning with Green Earth Cleaning and professional laundry for your sweaters, gowns, comforters, and linens. Blue Spruce Cleaners is a recognized reduce, reuse, recycle business leader, providing green, affordable, and friendly service to our community for over 20 years. Whatever the season, whatever the reason, Blue Spruce Cleaners.
Jake Nickel.
Well, I'm glad for one thing that we're not on the wireless internet because that's croaked. But we're thankfully on the Ethernet. So, along with the Green River offense, the wireless Wi-Fi here has died. Here's the snap, the give, coming near side, flags everywhere. Dax Taylor on the fly sweep is going to be out across the 15, fights his way to the 20. Taylor, tough running there, but this is all coming back as there's a flag in the Green River backfield. We'll have to see what this is. Boy, these referees have got no problem finding their flag in their pocket. Been a lot of it so far. Green River is going with the wind now as they move left to right. So we'll see if they can take advantage of that. Illegal shift. Put the ball back inside the 10 to the 8-yard line for the Wolves, facing now second and long. 2nd and 15 for Green River. Quarterbacked by the junior. This Green River team, very junior heavy, young team. I think it's going to look much better for them next year for sure. The snap and the give. No, they're going to keep it. Boy, Jackson just stood that play up as Hintz tried to keep the ball. Fake handoff, a little bit of a kind of an option play. Fake the handoff to Walther. He kept it. But whether it was Walther or Hintz, the Bronx just tackled both of them. I mean, neither guy. It's 3rd and 19 now for the Wolves as the Bronx defensive line, and they jump, and Maddox Hintz got 2 guys to jump. And one of them was big number 40. And I'm not sure who that might be. Yeah, I don't have a 40. So, yeah, Coach Johnson was right. We're going to see some tweaks to the lineup. And
they changed some numbers.
He went and got some. Yeah, he went and got some guys from I don't know where. Back to throw is Hintz. He has time, and he's got a man wide open, and it's Dax Taylor at the 30-yard line, and somehow the Wolves convert and credit Maddox Hintz. That ball right on the money, and Taylor, the closest guy to him in coverage, was Garrett Seals, just giving him too much room, and that was too easy on 3rd and long. Just underway here in the second. The Green River Wolves look like they'd have to punt from their end zone. Suddenly have a fresh set of downs at the 30. Hand off to Walther. He runs into a brick wall. He does surge ahead for 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. Good job by Walther, who's not a big kid. He hit somebody right away and then just kept churning. He's 5'7", 170-pound junior. And here's what I mean about the Wolves. No huddle, but watch how long they stand there in position. It's just...
Well, Hunter Lake's looking over here on the sidelines.
Yeah, Hunter says, "What?" He's looking up here at us. He's like, what's the play? I don't know, Hunter. There's the snap. Hintz wants a quick pass. Far side. It's intercepted, but this whole play is blown dead.
Flag.
Tyson Kendall can't believe it as he jumped the route. But again, this has got to be, I don't know, I mean, 50% of the snaps have been whistled before the play. That's going to be movement on Green River.
I think Hunter Lake's pointing to himself, and it was this ref that did it. So I'm going to guess that they're saying it was Hunter.
Hunter was looking over at us, wondering what the play was. And you're right. I mean, you noted how far off the ball he is. Hunter Lake is way out here at the sideline. And right now he's staring at his coach. Let's figure out if you're on sides first, Hunter.
I think he stepped over last time. He was looking too far.
Jackson bringing pressure from the outside. Pass is caught. Good tackle made on the far side by Garrett Seals with a pickup of about 6. It'll still be 4th down here. 3rd, sorry. That scoreboard operator must be in the same union these referees are in. He's got 4th and 5. It's 3rd and 4. Okay? And again, Green River up at the line, ready to go. But, I don't like this because your linemen have to stay in that stance for so long. Hintz flushed out of the pocket. Wants to throw, got a man, caught, out of bounds. That's a first down. And a nice play. I'll tell you, Maddox Hintz is this whole team. He bought himself time. He found Evan Mazer, the junior, and hit him with a pass, complete for a first down. And Jackson right now might want to bring a little more pressure because Hintz is chewing them up. 3 receivers split wide to the left. 1 is Hunter Lake to the right. And again, Hintz staring at the sideline for the play. Gets the snap. Wants to throw. He wants Lake. Pass is incomplete. Liam McPeak on the coverage, and he's going to get whistled for PI here. And I agree with the call. Liam was kind of smothering Hunter Lake. McPeak was beat on the play, and he kind of had to. He reached in and tugged on Hunter Lake, and he's going to get a pass interference call. And I think it's a legit call. And, if McPeak doesn't do that, I don't know if he has help over the top from Cosby. That play could have gone for a long way. Liam doesn't like it, but it's a good call, pass interference. So that gives Green River a first down now, 1st and 10. The ball at the 42-yard line of Jackson. First time the Wolves have been in Bronx territory. The give to Walther, left side, breaks a couple of tackles, but he's not going anywhere. Jackson stacks him up. No gain on the play, and that's 59 again, who's really impressed me. And also 55, and I don't have one of them either. So
I thought we had 55 is Roper.
No. 21th Roper. 55 had a good game last week against Star Valley. I don't know who that is, and I need a lineup that's current, or I can't help you.
There's some coaches next door. Maybe we can ask them at half.
Good point. There's the snap to Hintz, and we get whistles again before this play is off. This is Jackson offsides encroachment. And I don't know if these are really offsides or really. I don't see any of it. And these must be laser-eyed referees.
Ooh.
I didn't see anyone offside.
It's high school football. Let them play.
Yeah. Holy cow. All right. It's second and 5 for the Wolves. Walther in the backfield with Hintz. Hintz, the snap, gives to Walther straight ahead. He's got a little bit of room there and plows his way to inside the 35 to the 34. He's just about a yard short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1 for Green River. We'll see what they choose to do, whether they air it out here down 14-0 or just pound it ahead. I'm looking for the quarterback to keep this one. Keep an eye on Hintz. He's got Walther in the backfield with him. And it's going to be Hintz who calls his own number. Jackson was ready for it, but nobody makes the tackle until Zalesniak does. But a first down inside the 30. 59 missed the tackle. Matthias Wilson missed the tackle. They had Hintz in the backfield and 2 missed tackles. And Maddox Hintz picks up the first down before Zalesniak said he had enough of that. Timeout by the Jackson Bronx, and maybe it's Keith Johnson saying, quit being offsides if you really are, and somebody make a tackle. That was some poor tackling. 1st and 10 Wolves. They're on a move here. It's senior night for Green River, and they've watched Jackson come off the bus and just get up on them 2 scores very quickly with this timeout. Jackson Hole Ford would like to remind you that if you've got a car you'd like to trade in, they'd love to turn it around and get it to somebody who really needs it. The pre-owned market has never been better. So big cash for your vehicle. Get it down to Jackson Hole Ford, and they'll tell you what it's worth. They'll give you top dollar. The big old scoreboard showing 14 on the Jackson side, 0 for the Green River Wolves. 6-month interest-free, no down payment required, financing OAC. The big old tires in the Target Plaza. 7:33 to go in the half. Green River on the move. They did give them a first down. I didn't think I thought they were well a yard short, but 1st and 10 for the Wolves. Hintz throws quickly, and nice tackle by Matthias Wilson. as he is all over Dax Taylor. That's going to be a loss, actually, as Hintz trying that quick hitter to the near side down at the bottom of your screen. Taylor made the catch, and then Wilson was just draped all over him like P. Diddy at a party.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, he was right there. 2nd and 11. Well, they say 2nd and 12. All right, that sounds even better.
It's at like Q and U stick like glue. My first graders know that one.
Okay. Just under 7 to go in the half. Hintz the snap. Fakes to Walther. Going to keep it himself. Running left side. Good job. But coming up is Roper to make the play. More flags are down. Roper might have grabbed some helmet there. Not sure he did, but I think that's what the flag is. He grabbed the helmet of the ball carrier. It was going to be a gain of maybe a yard. Roper came up very quickly from his linebacker spot. It is on the Bronx. Tackle out of the back of the helmet, and boy, the flags are starting to ruin a pretty good ball game here. I don't mind that they go against Jackson, I just don't want to see so many of them.
Yeah, they're throwing them like every single play.
There's no momentum and flow to the game. It's just flag, a flag, a flag. 6:45 to go in the half. Green River on the move here.
Guess what I want to say again. Refs, let the boys play.
They're at the Jackson Bronx 19-yard line. 1st and 10. Wall through in the backfield just off the left hip of Hintz. 3 receivers to the right. Hintz wants to throw. Pressured now, and down he goes. Whew. Sacked by number 59. And if we could have a name, that kid's having a ball game.
Right there, that side. Knock on the door. Go in and ask him who 59 is. 59, 42, and who else did you say?
No, 59, 55.
59, 55. Oh, yeah. 40. I'm sorry at home if I'm missing. I can't see what's happening in this. Like, they're using the whole field.
It's 2nd and 18 after the sack. Big play for Jackson. Green River has converted on a long 3rd down. Let's see what they do here. A little swing out pass, and Selesniak is a monster as he swings a man down to the ground. Pickup of a couple, but that's all. That was Evan Mazer who made the catch at the line of scrimmage, and Selesniak did not let him get much farther. That's going to be a gain of maybe 1 or 2. It still brings up 3rd and long. 3rd and 18. Last time Green River had a 3rd and long, they went to Dax Taylor over the middle. Keep an eye on number 24, bottom of your screen. Hintz wants to throw over the middle, and it's Dax Taylor again. Down he goes. Waylon Cosby on the stop. The free safety flags are down again. So hold on. That's the exact same play. Green River converted 3rd and long back in their own territory, and it's holding on the Wolves. So that one's coming back. But if you're a film watcher and we head to the locker room at the half, Coach Johnson has got to say, somebody's got to cover Dax Taylor over the middle. That's twice he's been pretty wide open. That time, Cosby, the nearest, he's the free safety. He's sort of the last chance to get a guy. So I'm not sure what kind of coverage that was for the Bronx, but that, again, was too easy. 3rd and long for Green River, all the way out to the Jackson 37-yard line now. Back to throw is Hintz. Has time. Now the pocket collapses. He tries to run his way out. Now throws deep end zone. And the nearest guy there was the Jackson Bronx Tyson Kendall. He was stride for stride with Hunter Lake as Hintz was just trying to unload that ball. Not a bad idea. He had single coverage. Let his guy go up, try to make a play. Hintz was just lucky to escape the pressure, honestly. And now 4th and long, and Green River's got to go. I mean, too far for a field goal, too short to kick, and you're down 2 scores. But you really need a miracle, and it looks like they are going to kick here.
Though I was watching their kicker before we started, and he was making this other end from the 40-yard line.
All right.
So he was practicing a lot. It reminded me of back when I was in high school.
I believe their place kicker is the same guy as the punter, Braxton Doak, the junior, 6 foot, 160-pound kicker.
Oh, yeah.
And he's going to try to pin Jackson deep in their own territory here. Doak, good snap, good kick. Let's see if it gets a bounce for Green River. It does not, as Kendall lets it go. It bounces right where you want it to bounce if you're Doak, right at the 1-yard line. Unfortunately, he didn't get that backspin kind of thing going, and it bounces into the end zone. Touchback for the Bronx. They'll take over at their own 20 with plenty of time. 2 timeouts and a 4:39 to play in the half. Jackson up 14-0. As the sun starts to set here in beautiful Green River.
I know, where's my phone? I feel like I need to take a picture.
Gorgeous night. What a night for football. High today in Green River was about 82 degrees at start. Yeah. 1st and 10 Bronx. Handoff up the middle. It's Cosby. Breaks one tackle. He's the 35, 40, 45, all the way out to nearly midfield. Waylon Cosby, we know he can really crank it up with the speed. And the last man to catch him, or he was gone, was Chaz Helmendaler. Cosby out to the 48 and a big run for the Bronx. 4:31 to go. That was Cosby's best rush of the year, I would say. He shook off a tackle or two at the line of scrimmage, and once he's by the defensive line, he's got the speed to challenge any DB. He's a problem. It just
he's a problem for the defense. He's not a problem for us.
He just has not had much in running lanes. He just hasn't had much luck getting going. But if he gets through that first line of defense, look out, because he's got jets. And a long delay here as the referees are talking to Keith Johnson over on that far side.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
No official timeout. They're explaining something to Johnson. Johnson wants to explain how those flags keep falling out of their pocket is what Keith is probably asking.
I can go now. If they're going to keep throwing those flags, someone really needs to go buy me a coffee and bring it up here.
Johnson's saying, you want me to have a seamstress sew those things into your pants a little better? Because they keep falling out. And he's waving around another flag. And they're marching this off against Jackson. I don't know what it is. I really don't know. Okay. They'll put the ball at the 43-yard line.
I don't think the announcer knows what's going on either.
They marched off 5 yards against the Bronx. They had to. It was complicated enough that they had to explain it to Coach Johnson. Now we need the explanation. I don't know what that was.
Yeah,
but okay.
Just said we're working on an explanation.
We're working on it.
Yeah, don't worry about that explanation. Okay, it's still first down.
First down and 15 now for Jackson, although they're showing 1st and 10. I would just Waylon Cosby, not a lot of room that time. Picks up 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. Yeah, they just reset the ball. They didn't penalize Jackson because it was 1st and 10. They just put the ball back 5 yards for whatever reason. Here's a pass play. Johnson has plenty of time. Look at he's got wide open. It's Tyson Kendall. He threw it a little on the wrong side of him, but Kendall made the catch. A beautiful catch inside the Green River 30. And Tyson Kendall was wide open. I think Johnson couldn't believe it. He looked up and he said, my number one receiver there's nobody near him. And he threw it to the wrong side, to the outside. Kendall had to spin around and made a great adjustment. And a big play there for the Bronx. They're at the Green River 30. We're waiting on that sideline crew to get the sticks down again. And we're ready. Jackson on the move here. Plenty of time. 3:40 to go in the half. Swing out pass. Cosby coming near side right into your screen. And he's going to stiff arm and get out of bounds. A pickup of about 5. And just for extra measure on the way out, he gave Chaz Helmendaler a little stiff arm in the face, and there's another flag down. And what? Holding Jackson Bronx. So, that play coming back. 3:38 to go. Jackson up 14-0. Bronx trying to punctuate the first half here with one last tally if they can and stick it in the end zone. Right now, their own worst enemy seems to be themselves. That was
a
10-yard holding penalty.
Their own worst enemy is that yellow flag.
Yeah.
Whether it's them or not, the yellow flag. Oh,
First
man.
and 20. Well, it's a holding call. I mean,
I know.
You know, I'm going to say that's a legit. These mysterious offsides are what's vexing me. Like,
I think it's because they're playing the whole field.
Here's the handoff to Cosby. He's got a little bit of room, picks up 4. But again, Jackson had a first and 20. They need more than that. It's going to be 2nd and 16 here with 3 minutes and 8 seconds to play in the clock counting. Jackson playing a hurry up here, saving their 2 timeouts. Grant Johnson brings him up to the line. He's got trips right, 1 receiver to the left, and handoff to Cosby. No room whatsoever.
Not going anywhere.
He is wrapped up, and a good job by Don Hamill with the initial penetration. And Jacob Lloyd, the 6', 230-pound senior, came to clean it up. And Cosby had no room there, no chance. 3rd and 17 now for the Bronx. And they're going to have to air it out here. Probably 4-down territory. Jackson trying for a score here. I doubt they're going to punt. Empty backfield, so they're throwing 5 wide receivers. Johnson has time, throws, got a man. It's Cosby. Shakes off 1 tackler, knocked out of bounds at the 20, and that's going to be very close to the first down. I think he's got it. It depends on the spot.
Ooh.
Very close.
No, we're further than that a little bit.
They needed 17, and they... Boy, I would ask for another measurement if I'm Coach Johnson.
I would too, but
3rd and maybe an inch or 4th. It's 4th rather. Jackson's going to go. They get right up to the line. I think that's a first down. Johnson's asking for it now, and now they do say first down. I thought so. Yeah, I don't want to disparage this referee crew. It's hard to find anybody who wants to be a ref in any sport, who wants to be an official, and it's not about me to give any official a hard time. But, yeah, there's been some funny plays, and that was an obvious first down to me, or at least call for a measurement. And finally, they get it right. So that's good. Ball on the near hash here, right exactly at the Green River 20. 2 minutes, 5 seconds and counting in the half. Grant Johnson looks over the defense, likes what he sees, hands off to Waylon Cosby. Cosby dodges a couple of tackles, bounces it outside. He's all the way down to the 12. Pickup of 8. 2nd and 2, and the Jackson Bronx willing to let that clock roll here. They're not in a tremendous hurry as Grant Johnson trots over halfway across the sidelines to get the play. He's got it. And Jackson just taking their time here. They still have the 2 timeouts in their pocket. Johnson calls the play. McPeak and Kendall to the right side. It's Chase Brunner, the receiver to the bottom of your screen. Cosby in the backfield. Johnson looks to the right side. Boy, he's got a lot of room over there. He's going to throw. It's Tyson Kendall. Puts a move on. Shakes 1 tackle and now is knocked out of bounds at about. No, he's going to stay in bounds. And look at Tyson Kendall. Are you kidding me? Is he in?
I see.
Touchdown,
yeah, that was the
Kendall. He would not be denied. I was ready to call him out of bounds. Here's the replay. Tyson Kendall just would not quit running. Wow, what a hard runner, Kendall. And he is not a big guy, but he would not go out of bounds, and he would not quit running. Kendall is 5'11", 155 pounds.
These have been exciting touchdowns,
Point
too.
after is up and good. The Jackson Bronx take a 21-0 lead over the Green River Wolves on Green River's senior night as they come in here and play in the spoiler. And I think a lot of it has to do with last week. When you're on the wrong end of a Star Valley thumping, I tell you, that doesn't feel good. All week long, these kids have been sitting in class going, "Oh, I can't wait to get to Green River."
But if and you're hearing people say how well you played on defense, but yet the score was still there. You got it in you to come out here and do what they're doing right now.
And Coach,
you're saying the opposite, but I'm like, I think that was the positive. Like, hey, we held our own against this team that we thought we were going to get crushed by.
No, you're right. There's something to be said for that. You heard Coach Johnson say that in the pregame. He said, when you go up against the best, the top ranked, and they beat you, but you realize, hey, you'll live another day. You wake up Saturday, nobody is hurt for the Broncs in that game, no injuries. And no one got killed, and we lived. We made it through it, and it wasn't what we wanted, but, hey, we just played the best, so it'll only get easier from here. And right now, Jackson is rolling with 60 seconds to play. Deep kick in the end zone. That's going to come out to the 20 as it bounces off Kubel. And Alexei Balog bangs another one in the end zone. So with 1:04 to play in the half, we'll see if Green River has the stomach here to try anything. They've got 2 timeouts. They're not the kind of team that goes 80 yards in 1 minute. They're just not built that way. But we'll see what they'll try here. Jackson's not exactly going to play prevent. They got everybody within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage. First and 10 for the Wolves. Another hard count, and off goes number 59. He's my man, though. He's my dog, so I'm not going to.
I was going to say, he's done some great stuff. So
offside. Now, that was a legit offside, so the flag goes. That's a free 5 for the Wolves. Ball out to the 25. Back to throw as Maddox Hintz has plenty of time. Over the middle. Look out. Right through the hands of 55. Almost picked off. Should have been picked off maybe, but incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 5 now for Hintz and company as the Wolves down 3 scores early. Trying to get back in this. Hunter Lake, bottom of your screen, wide receiver. 2 other receivers to the left. Hintz with a snap, gives it to Walther. Plows ahead, but guess who's there? Zalesniak. He's having a game defensively. As he wraps up Walther, pickup of enough for a first down, but you're going to need more than that.
And I'm starting to think we predicted what the score would be. I think the Broncs are going to get what I predicted them to get, and Green River is going to get what you predicted Green River, but it's not going to be our whole scores for each, just FYI.
I don't know, understand a word of that, but.
Yeah,
Quick pass. Oh, incomplete. As Hintz wanted to get a quick one out there to Dax Taylor, who dropped it. Taylor has been the one bright spot as a receiver for Maddox Hintz, but he dropped that one. I'm not sure it would have gone for very much anyway, as that quick hitter out to the outside. Clock at 29 seconds stopped on the incompletion. The give to Walther, looking left side, stacked up a host of Bronx tacklers, picks up a yard. That's all. It'll be 3rd and 9, and Green River's willing to let the clock run down here. We'll see if we get one last play, or whether Coach Blaine Christensen is happy just to get into the locker room at this point. And I don't think they are going to get that play off.
2.
And they're going to let it run out. Yeah. So that'll do it at the half. The score, Jackson 21, Green River nothing. We'll be right back. 55-59. Who are those guys? Do you know? We hold on. We're just trying to get names to numbers. But, yeah, that's the half. We'll be right back with a halftime show after these words. You're enjoying Bronx football on the Jackson Hole Radio Network.
Cashmere, silk, down, or denim, Blue Spruce Cleaners is where you take them. We have a friendly, knowledgeable staff, eager and happy to serve you in 2 locations and on the road with daily pickup and delivery service and expert tailoring on site. We offer the best in green, effective, and gentle cleaning with Green Earth Cleaning and professional laundry for your sweaters, gowns, comforters, and linens. Blue Spruce Cleaners is a recognized reduce, reuse, recycle business leader, providing green, affordable, and friendly service to our community for over 20 years. Whatever the season, whatever the reason, Blue Spruce Cleaners.
When fire, water, mold, or other damage threatens your home or business, hand the cleanup over to the company that stays with you every step of the way. The trained professionals at ServPro handle everything from commercial water loss to residential handyman services and everything in between. Call ServPro of Jackson Hole at 307-342-1400 anytime, day or night, to schedule an appointment. That number, 307-342-1400 for ServPro. The fastest internet in Jackson is coming your way. For a limited time, Silver Light Fiber Network is constructing fiber internet to homes in Jackson for free. Pick between 4 internet providers and swap at any time. See if you're in Silver Light's current area and check out which neighborhood is next at silverlight-fiber.com.
We're back here in Green River in the broadcast booth as the Jackson Bronx lead the Green River Wolves 21-0 at the half.
Taller than you, sorry.
And it's been all Jackson all the time. If not for approximately 38 offsides calls by my count, this score could have been worse. Offsides is the call of the day today. That and motion before the snap. And anyway, yeah, we won't complain about that. Score looks really good. The big O scoreboard showing 21-0. Jackson Bronx, I like that. So we did get confirmation on one of those mysterious 50s players.
Of course, one of your favorite guys.
Yeah, I know. Number 59. No reason, no surprise to hear that number 59 is Colin Pape, because we have not. Number one, we haven't called 44's name. I'm like, where is this guy? He's usually involved in the game.
Position,
so Pape is not playing tight end, number one, and he's moved up to the defensive line from linebacker, which I love because Pape is a big kid, and they need him, a 195-pounder on the line. So I love that. And good job, credit to you, Colin Pape. Do what's right for the team. Do what's best for the team. 6'2", 195-pound guy, and they need him on that defensive line, applying pressure on the quarterback and stopping the run play. He's been all over the field.
No.
Still don't know who 55 is, apparently. It's got to be somebody else who moved
positions.
Yeah, well, we'll try to figure it out. But, right now, what do you like? What's been happening? I mean, a lot to like offensively, right? We're doing everything.
We're doing
Holy
everything
cow.
Right. I mean, I predicted we'd get at least 35 points. We could get more if
Maybe.
we keep going the way we're going.
Waylon Cosby's had a good game rushing. We haven't been able to say that much. And maybe last week he started to get on track against one of the better defenses in the 3A.
Is Waylon the one? Because I know Chase Brunner got our first touchdown.
Yeah.
Tyson Kendall got the second one. It was Cosby that got Kendall got the third one. Cosby got the second one, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, he
because I couldn't
handled
remember
the ball.
who got the second one. So
yeah, Waylon Cosby's had his best game of the year for sure. And what we've seen of the tweaks, Coach Johnson said he's got some kids that moved around a little bit. One thing we're seeing is the left side of this Jackson offensive line has been blowing Green River off the ball. There have been huge holes on the left side. Jack Barazay anchors that left side. It's been money all night, providing a lot of room for Grant Johnson to run, Waylon Cosby to run, and runs to the left have been pretty good stuff for Jackson. Passing game, Tyson Kendall, again, having another whale of a game.
But I even like the receptions of Chase Brunner and Leon McPeak this week, stepping up and
Brunner and McPeak have been very good, and that's at the the expense of Liam Logan, who was really good to start the season, tailed off a little, and now that I think the game plan, at least for now, is to see what Chase Brunner has got on the outside. And he's been really good. Tyson Kendall has been really good. Grant Johnson has had time. When Grant Johnson has time to throw, he's just surgical. He's very accurate with the football. He's been super good. On the other end of the things, his counterpart, Maddox Hintz, we said coming into this game that if you don't stop him, you might be in for a long night. He's the whole team, and he's proved to be the whole team. Now, Green River hasn't scored, but they've come close, and only because Maddox Hintz has had a ball game. He's found Dax Taylor in a couple big pass plays. Walther has not had a lot of running room, but it's been a whole lot of the junior Maddox Hintz, but he can't do it all. He needs some help out there for Green River. Senior night for Green River, and we'll take an eye on what they're doing out there. What is that? The dance? That's a gigantic dance team.
No, it's not their dance team. They had a dance camp. These are the kiddos from the dance camp now dancing.
All right, kiddos. Oh, nice job.
They had a lot of littles out there.
A lot of them.
We had quite a few, but man, there's a lot of little girls out there.
They're dancing it out here in Sweetwater County. They're not letting the scoreboard put a damper on things. And the kiddos showing us what they got. Yeah, good job. As they dance it out on senior night here in Green River. Let's take a real quick break. We'll come right back and talk about what we think they're saying in the locker room on both sides of the ball.
All right.
Why not? Since we don't have a microphone in there, so we'll put the words in their mouths and we'll speculate on what they might say. Coming right back, more of the halftime show. Jackson Bronx at the half, up 21-0. We'll also take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. All that and more on the Jackson Hole Radio Sports Network.
Experience Jackson Hole like a local. Recently renovated, the 49er boasts a new lobby, extended continental breakfast, indoor swimming pool, fitness facility, and 12-person outdoor hot tub. Located on Pearl Street, the 49er is just 3 short blocks from Jackson's greatest bars and restaurants, where you'll find your home away from home. Enjoy your time in Jackson as part of the Town Square Inns, and stay at the 49er Inn and Suites.
The fastest internet in Jackson is coming your way. For a limited time, Silver Light Fiber Network is constructing fiber internet to homes in Jackson for free. Pick between 4 internet providers and swap at any time. See if you're in Silver Light's current area and check out which neighborhood is next at silverlight-fiber.com.
Texting and driving. Texting and driving? Everyone knows there really is no and. You're either texting or you're driving. In other words, if you're typing or reading anything while you're behind the wheel, you're not paying attention and you're not in control of your vehicle. That's why law enforcement around the state is cracking down on distracted driving. Hey, Wyoming, let's put an end to texting and driving because we all know better. There is no and. This message was paid for by WYDOT.
Jake Nichols.
Sorry.
All right, we're back. It's halftime. Jackson Bronx rolling, baby, over the big green machine. Sorry, Green River, but we need this win so bad.
Yes.
And I know you guys do too, but somebody's got to win. So now we got names with numbers. Thanks, everybody, coming in. It's Colin Pape is the new number 59. And the new number 55 is Rigdon Hammond. And both those gentlemen are having a whale of a game on the defensive side of the ball, big time. They've looked really, really good. They've just stood out, jumped out at what they're doing defensively. It's all working for Jackson. I mean, the offense is on track. This is an offense that managed just the 1 touchdown last week against Star Valley. But they've got 3 already, and we're just 24 minutes into this one. And the defense, we thought, looked pretty good last week, but yet, 55 points doesn't feel good if you're the defense. This feels better, pitching a shutout after a half. If you're Coach Johnson, what do do you even address the kids, or do you go get a Coke right now and say, they're fine?
Oh, he could go bring me a coffee.
Yes, he could.
I'll take
Coach,
any flavor right now.
Coach, there's no need to give the Newt Rockney speech. Just go to the
No.
concession stand and get us some drinks. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think just keep encouraging them, go out there, do it. Maybe to remind them to play smart. The flags are flying.
Yeah.
So, get your head in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, it is, but, I like that phrase.
It feels good. And, it wasn't without some Green River pushback. It isn't like that the Wolves have rolled over and played dead against the Bronx. Remember early on, Jackson had that early touchdown, and then the Bronx, the onside kick again. Jackson's been more successful recovering onside kicks than they have been losing them. Another successful onside kick. They do it really well.
I was going to say that was a big play. Our first touchdown, a big play. Our last touchdown, a big play. There's some big plays.
But that, I'm trying to say, what Green River just didn't roll over. That, if you're the Wolves and you watch Jackson just roll in for the first touchdown, then recover an onside kick, then get down to your 4-yard line. If I'm the Wolves, I'm just about raising my hand there and quitting. I'll be like, what the heck? But they did not give up. They kept Jackson out of the end zone, and they took advantage of a few penalties. Next thing you know, it's Alexi Blog trotting out there to make it 10-0, and he misses. And all of a sudden, it felt like, wait, this thing could swing the other way.
Yeah.
You're looking at a 7-0 game, and the Wolves had to feel a little bit good. But then Jackson just doubled down on everything and now lead it 21-0. So, yeah, everything going good for Jackson. We're about 5 minutes away from kicking off the second half. Meanwhile, the Green River Wolves marching band is out there doing their thing. I didn't know they also marched it out. Look at that.
Yeah.
Well, I like that.
Yeah, there one. I mean, there a lot's not, but I'll just give a shout out to my friend. I know he's not the band director here anymore, but when I lived in Buffalo, I worked with two brothers that were amazing. And what I've seen them do at every high school they've been at with bands and the music department has just been incredible. And that'd be Brent and Chad Rose.
Yeah, the Rose.
Yep. I know he was here in Green River for a while, and I just think they leave something that continues on after they leave the school they're at. Same as like when we were at Buffalo for basketball game, and Kelly Walsh, that's where Brent is the band director. The bands add so much to a game and excitement. I remember growing up, I was a cheerleader and in the band, so I still remember what we had to do at halftime.
So take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. The top-ranked Star Valley Braves traveling to Powell, beating up on the Panthers 35-7. Powell's a pretty good defensive team, and yet that one in the third quarter. Star Valley is just a juggernaut this year, but so is Cody.
Not as bad.
And they are putting a whooping on the Red Devils, 47-0 up there in Park County. The second-ranked Cody Bronx are all over the Evanston Red Devils. And then at the half, Buffalo 12-0 over Riverton. That's a tough game. Buffalo's not the best Bison team they've had, but hardly the worst. They're pretty good. Ranked number 3 against the 5th-ranked Riverton, who everybody's talking about Riverton this season. They got a coaching change that is real positive, and I've just been waiting for Riverton to just bust out, yet they haven't. But that's a close one. 12-0 at the half. Buffalo leads the Riverton Wolverines. And then in the second quarter, the 5th-ranked Douglas Bearcats 7-3 over Lander. And then this one here, Jackson 21, Green River nothing. And you start to scoreboard watch a little bit. Even though we're only in the second week of conference play, these games become very, very important. These wins mean everything as these teams try to compile a conference record that will get them into the playoffs and get them highly seeded, hopefully. Yeah, fireworks show.
Oh, I should have taken a picture of that one. That
here
was
in
cool.
Green River. Boy, they are doing it up on senior night as Green River says goodbye to their seniors. They don't have a lot. They got a lot of juniors. Hunter Lake is one guy we're going to miss here. He's a pretty good basketball player, and the wide receiver, Hunter Lake, is a senior. Chaz Helmendaler, a senior. Dalen Rosine, Trenton Moscovito, and James Herwalt, who we have not seen a lot of. I wonder if Herwalt's not hurt. Normally, James Herwalt is involved in the rushing game a lot more than what I've called his name to. I haven't seen him really at all. Hunter Flores is a senior. Zach Dalton, who's had a pretty good game defensively. Zane Kovic, Jacob Galvin, Jay Stewart, Riley Miller, Dominic Leesor, and Jacob Lloyd are the seniors that are playing their it's not their final game here in Green River, but
no,
they just have senior nights early now. They just pick them when they want them.
Huh? What I remember usually is senior night's like the last one, but there's so many other emotions. I think it's kind of cool to honor the seniors at a different time, and like I know for us, our homecoming's next Friday.
Okay. Well, we'll take one more quick break. When we come back, we'll get the second half underway. It's halftime. Jackson 21, Green River nothing. From Green River, Wyoming, we're Jackson Hole Radio, coming right back after these.
Cashmere, silk, down, or denim, Blue Spruce Cleaners is where you take them. We have a friendly, knowledgeable staff eager and happy to serve you in 2 locations and on the road with daily pickup and delivery service and expert tailoring on site. We offer the best in green, effective, and gentle cleaning with Green Earth Cleaning and professional laundry for your sweaters, gowns, comforters, and linens. Blue Spruce Cleaners is a recognized reduce, reuse, recycle business leader, providing green, affordable, and friendly service to our community for over 20 years. Whatever the season, whatever the reason, Blue Spruce Cleaners.
With live coverage of the Jackson Bronx.
Here comes our Bronx.
Bronx back on the field. They're ready to go. Somebody's got to tell the band to surrender the gridiron.
Over there too.
Yeah, both teams back out here ready to go. And according to the scoreboard, the big O scoreboard, we're ready to kick off the second half. But it is senior night. We'll let these kids do what they want.
Yeah, there was an extended halftime, but it must have even taken longer than what they thought.
Yeah.
I'm going to climb back up here. I can see better.
Good ball game for Jackson. That's really going to be an interesting game next week. I'm already looking forward to and looking ahead to the Jackson-Evanston matchup.
We got a second half still to go. We're not looking ahead next week.
That game is in Jackson. But don't say nope. It makes you think that I've got the wrong team I'm talking about.
No, you got the right team. I know.
I said I'm looking forward to that matchup already next week, and you said nope.
No, I meant no, don't look forward to it because you still got a second half to go. That's all. I'm with you.
But it is Jackson-Evanston.
It is Jackson-Evanston. It is also Jackson's homecoming.
Man, they love their fireworks here in Sweetwater County. Must have had some extras left over from 4th of July. Good job by the marching band. Way to go, kids. I love it. I used to be a trumpet player, French horn player in the band.
Good. I twirled the flags, but I did play the saxophone too.
Okay.
I just didn't like to carry it when we marched, so.
Oh, yeah. Who likes it?
And I knew
especially
that I coached for the flags, and I thought it'd be easier.
Well, yeah, what do you do if you're Green River coach Blaine Christensen? You know, I know he really relies a lot on his junior quarterback, Maddox Hintz, but he's got to spread the love a little more offensively right now. Walther has not been able to do much out of the backfield. The one thing that's working for Green River is when Hintz finds Dax Taylor on a little bit of a go route. You know, those quick hitters, Jackson seems ready for them. Maybe because the team was listening to my keys to the game. But Hintz has had some success with Taylor over the middle. Jackson might have to clean that up a little. And then Hintz, it doesn't go down very easy when he runs. I think we're going to just see a whole lot more Maddox Hintz in the second half. Unless Coach Christensen has something else up his sleeve. Meanwhile, the Jackson Bronx, if they can get another score or two here, we could see some of the second unit come out here at some point in this game. But again, yeah, you're right. I'm getting ahead of myself. It's only 21-0.
Can I get a little four-wheeler like that guy's got out there? It's so little.
Formula, what?
The four-wheeler down by the 50-yard line tucking to the ref. The green, little machine.
Yeah.
That's a
little
small
guy.
one. That looks like a kid one.
Oh,
I could probably drive that.
Or maybe that guy's just that big that he makes it look little.
No, that was added little.
Oh, yeah, that is a little one.
That's
just
little one.
just a mini four-wheeler.
Here, let's follow that. I think I could. Oh, wait, he's going faster than I can catch.
Huh.
There he is.
Cute little machine. Jackson kicked off to Green River to start the game, so the Broncs will be getting the kick here in the second half.
Okay.
And a reminder that Jackson in their road whites, trimmed in black and orange. Jackson, the Green River Wolves in their dark greens, trimmed in white. And you can catch all the action on KZ95, 95.3 FM back in Jackson. Big howdy to all you back in Jackson listening on the radio. Anywhere in the world, you can get Wi-Fi. You can also hear KZ95, KZ95.live. And then if you've got a YouTube app, why don't you jump on that thing and go to Jackson Hole Radio. Subscribe to our channel while you're there. You can watch the whole shebang. As they got YMCA cranking, everybody doing the letters.
They do see the correct way. That's the thing. That's the letter everybody does wrong.
Village peoples, they do it in the wrong direction? The C?
No, yeah, when people are dancing, they'll just, not know which direction to go C to make a real C. So sometimes it's a backwards C.
It'll be Braxton Doak doing the kicking. First time that Doak has kicked. No field goals and no kickoffs yet. We've seen him punt a few times as Doak lines it up at the 40 and puts a toe to it. It'll be a dribbler going to Flores, who's going to come near side and get out of bounds at about the 28-yard line. Then he's flung late out of bounds.
Where's the flag?
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it, but that was a late
There's no flag.
hit at him. So Jackson will take over. Jeshua Flores, good run back for the sophomore out to the Jackson 28, I thought, but we'll wait to see where the refs want to put it. They really have trouble putting the ball down. They're still confused. Yeah, I thought it was the 28. They're going to say 29. All right. We're in the same ballpark. 1st and 10, Jackson. So many of their drives in the first half, Kimmy, they started deep in Green River territory. The Wolves just never had a chance from the get-go.
Yeah.
Jackson's got to traverse pretty much the whole field here. Nice drive the end of the first half, by the way, when the Jackson Broncs went basically 80 yards in
they pretty much made it down the whole field.
3.5 minutes. Yes, they did. 1st and 10. Jackson moving left to right on your YouTube channel as Grant Johnson gets the shotgun snap, hands off to Waylon Cosby. Left side, tries to bounce it outside. Now cuts it back in, picks up 2. It'll be 2nd and 8. Really good job on that far side by the Wolves. That looked like 22 on the containment. That was a really good job by Jaden Walther to contain that play. Quick pass to Tyson Kendall, but he's wrapped up very quickly. And a gain of maybe 3 as Jackson Broncs going no huddle going quickly here. It'll be 3rd down and about 8. They almost. See if they call that encroachment. They do not. And Grant Johnson, he's really good at that hard count as Jackson goes empty backfield. Johnson looking long, far side, wants Kendall, incomplete. Hunter Lake on the coverage, and there's a late flag. Lake never looked back, and I believe he's going to get caught for his 2nd pass interference call on the night. Now, the first one, no way. That one, though, Hunter just didn't turn around, and the ball was underthrown. And when that happens, you end up running over the back of the receiver, and it's kind of what Lake did there. It's not a spot fall in high school. It's just a 15-yarder, but it'll give Jackson the 1st down here. I think, although they're not moving sticks. Nobody's moving over there yet.
Well, it's almost like they're waiting for the ref to place the ball before they
and
move.
the ref never knows where to put it. And he's put it down at the 48-yard line. Now that sideline crew moves the sticks. 1st and 10, Jackson at their own 48. This drive aided by that pass interference call as Hunter Lake gets dinged again. Snap on the give. Near side here, Waylon Cosby cuts it back inside. Cosby's got a first down and more all the way to the Green River 42-yard line. Actually, it'll be right at the first down marker. And Jackson's just moving so quickly, they have no chance to even call it a first down, but I think it is.
Yeah,
it is, and they're
yeah.
going to move the sticks. So, again, the Bronx want to go fast, but they can only go as fast as this sideline officiating crew can move the markers. Here's Johnson. Snap, give to Cosby. No, play action pass. Going far side, left side. Got a man. Caught. Inbounds. Yes.
Woo!
Oh, what a catch.
Who was that over there?
And that's Liam McPeak on the grab, I believe. Heck of a catch. It is Liam Logan, Liam Logan, number 2. What a catch, and that's Hunter Lake that was in coverage, and poor Hunter Lake has just been victimized. First down, Jackson, and whistles before the snap. Jackson at the 11, and the Bronx get a little ahead of themselves here. This is the second
just a little excited.
Second time the Jacksons got down here deep and then started hitting penalties. 1st and 10 from the 11 is now going to be 1st and 15 from the 16. As somebody moved before the snap. Jackson trying to go quick here. No huddle, and it has got the Wolves on their heels. And the Bronx have done it a lot of different ways. Cosby running and Grant Johnson throwing the deep ball to Logan. He just has so many options to throw to. So difficult to defend when you don't know who's going to be getting the ball. And a little timeout here.
Okay.
Not sure what that is. 10:33 to go in the third. Just underway here in the second half. Jackson on the opening kickoff began this drive at their own 28-yard line, and they're on the move. And a timeout here. The score has not indicated which team called it, but let's take the break with him. Jackson Hole Ford. Always award-winning service department with factory-trained and certified technicians. Check out their Google reviews and find out why everybody's raving about Jackson Hole Ford, your hometown dealership run by locals for locals, sponsoring this timeout, which both teams still showing 3 timeouts apiece, so I don't know who called that. Nobody knows who called that.
I didn't see the ref do his
far side hash. Jackson Bronx lining it up. The snap and the give to Oh, that's a busted play. Fumble. And I believe Johnson got back on it as they tried a little bit of a tricky play there. And Johnson went to hand off to Cosby, and nobody knew who was supposed to get the ball, and that's a big line. Jackson doing the same thing they did in the first quarter when they were down deep here. Penalties and miscues. Jackson had first down and 10 at the 11. They now have 2nd and 22 with the ball at the 23. So, wrong direction. As the Bronx line up, Johnson in the shotgun. The snap, rolling right, design roll. Now comes back left, nowhere to go. Down goes Johnson. He is sacked hard, and he is still down.
Oh, I don't like that.
Johnson brought down on the sack by Jaden Walther, the junior, and he was put down hard. One of those where your head kind of snaps back.
Is he on his stomach? Yeah.
And, that didn't look good. That was like a whiplash situation. I can almost guarantee that's the head. That was a tough tackle. Johnson's down. We know he's a tough kid. We've seen him take a lot of hits, but he's still down. It's going to bring up third and very long here for the Broncs on a drive that looked promising until they got down in the red zone. And once again, the Green River Wolves defense has stiffened down here like they did on Jackson's second drive and become very nasty. Just not allow Jackson to get anything going here. 9:37 to go in the third. Johnson's still down, rolling over now a little bit. We'll take a quick break as we figure out what's what. You're enjoying Bronx football on the Jackson Hole Radio Network.
High Country Linen Service has grown with its state-of-the-art facility to be the premier rental service for linens, uniforms, and entry mats. High Country Linen also provides wholesale janitorial supplies, paper products, and earth-friendly cleaning supplies to Jackson Hole, Teton Valley, and beyond. Call 733-2638 or come see us at 355 North Glenwood. On the web at highcountrylinen.com.
Of the Jackson Broncs.
Jackson ready to line it up with a second-string quarterback in the game now for Grant Johnson. The snap and looking to throw far side. Again, they're trying to work on Hunter Lake. That ball underthrown, intended for Liam Logan, but underthrown. And Lake, once again, we know Hunter's got the speed to stay with Jackson's wideouts, but he's just not turning around to look for the ball, which has cost him 2 pass interference calls. He doesn't get flagged this time, and Jackson's got a 4th and long, and looks like they'll keep the offense out there. Meanwhile, the Broncs have brought in, with Grant Johnson injured, Ace Emery, the sophomore backup quarterback. Emery was looking to air it out there first thing right off the bench. I like the gamble. And now some substitutions. Emery's still out at quarterback. And they're going to kick it. They're going to try a field goal here. Emery's going to hold it. Now keep an eye on this. Grant Johnson, normally the holder. This is going to be a 50-yard attempt for Alexi Balog. Emery, hold is down. The kick is up, and it's no good. It's well wide left. So, why not? Give Balog a chance to show off the leg. We know he can do it. Trouble is he's got a different guy in there holding. That throws things off when you haven't, you don't have your normal holder, and that's a legit 50. That's an NFL kick, a 50-yarder. It would have been close if he was on line, but he was well left. So the missed field goal, and the Green River Wolves take over at their own 20-yard line. 9:22 to go in the third. We'll see if the Wolves can get something going in their first possession here in the second half. Maddox Hintz, junior quarterback, been in all the way for him. Gets the shotgun snap, wants to throw. A little flare out to Dax Taylor. Spin move, almost got away from Tyson Kendall. He did get away from Noah Zalesniak, but Kendall brought him down at the 30-yard line, and going to be a first down for the Wolves. So a good 10-yard pitch and catch there for Green River, and they're going quickly here, no huddle. Handoff straight ahead, a pickup of about 4, and not a bad run for Green River. There has not been a lot of running room for Walther, but he picks up 5 there to bring up 2nd and 5. So Green River on the move here against the Jackson defense. Second and 5 for the Wolves at their own 35-yard line. Man in motion is Taylor. He gets the fly sweep. Matthias Wilson almost brought him down, but this one's going to go for 40 to the 35 and brought down. Liam McPeak with a touchdown saving tackle. Otherwise, Taylor might have been gone. Dax Taylor has been the one bright spot for the Wolves. That fly sweep, Matthias Wilson had a chance to make a tackle in the backfield, and he whiffed on it, and Taylor with a huge gain all the way to the Jackson 34. 1st and 10 Wolves. Quick pass, far side. It's Dax Taylor again. Knocked out of bounds at the 30. Pickup of 4. 2nd and 6 coming. Taylor is
on fire.
On fire. As coming up limping a little bit is Colin Pape. Keep an eye on him. He was gimping just a little bit. Green River wants to go quickly here. Right up again to the huddle. Snap and the give straight ahead to Walther, and not a lot of room. He picks up a couple, that's all. In on the tackle is Colin Pape once again. He's had a whale of a game defensively. Green River facing 3rd and 3 with 8 minutes to go in the third. Ball at the Jackson 28-yard line. Now they're slowing things down a little as Hintz wants to get the play call. He's got Hunter Lake split wide to the right. Dax Taylor in the slot here, bottom of your screen. Walther in the backfield with him. Maddox Hintz going to go play action. Hunter Lake, and what a big hit. No gain. And that's Liam Logan. That's a little 2-on-2 violence there. The pass complete to Hunter Lake, number 2, and number 2, Liam Logan comes in and lays the wood, and that play lost a couple. It's 4th and 6 for the Green River Wolves, and they're going to go. Big play here for the hometown team. Hintz wants to double-check that play. Looks over here at the near sidelines as he shades his eyes from the lights as night has fallen here in Sweetwater County. Dax Taylor, keep an eye on him down here, bottom of your screen in the slot. Got Hunter Lake wide right and a timeout, and they're going to talk it over. Coach Christensen wants to be sure about this. This is a big, big play. And no, actually a delay of game's going to be marched off against Green River. Just too much time staring at the sidelines. That'll bring up 4th and 12 now. Back to throw, looking for it all over the middle. Got him in, it's Dax Taylor again. Oh boy, the nearest guy in coverage was Garrett Seals, but once again, the one play that has worked for Green River tonight has been Taylor over the middle. That play good for about 20 yards to the Jackson 18, a 1st and 10 Wolves, and you better make sure where Taylor is. Hand off to Walther, looking near side, left tackle, he's stacked up. It's Roper along with Connor Scott who make the stop. And Walther picks up about 3, 2nd and 7 with 6:25 to go in the third. Green River on the move here, looking for their first points of the game. Dax Taylor in the slot down here, bottom of your screen. Hunter Lake on the far right side. Those are the favorite targets of Hintz. He's looking for Taylor. He's got him. Touchdown, Green River. And once again, it's Hintz to Taylor, and they're working on Garrett Seals. And Dax Taylor just had him beat. One-on-one coverage. Touchdown pass. Take a look at it again, and that was just easy. Watch Taylor. Seals on the coverage, and he makes that inside move, and Garrett just got beat. Touchdown throw, and credit Maddox Hintz put the ball right on the money. Dope for the PAT. Snap good, hold good, and the kick is through. And the Green River Wolves are not ready to go yet quietly into this good night. 6:09 left in the third. Plenty of time as the Wolves pull within 2 scores now, 21-7. We'll keep it right here. Well, how about that from Green River, an answer?
Yep, that was an answer. Wanted to come out and say, hey, we're still playing this game too.
Well, we might have tipped off the Wolves. We said at halftime that they might be talking about continuing what's working, and that's Hintz, their quarterback, who has done it all year long. And that's Dax Taylor, who is having himself some kind of game. Taylor says, senior night, I'm a senior, I'm going to have a game here. And boy, has he. So don't go anywhere yet. We were counting our chickens. We were looking forward to Evanston, and all of a sudden it's 21-7.
Think Green River tries an onside kick?
Maybe. Keep an eye on this. Jackson has got their normal kick coverage here. Doesn't look like they expect an onsider.
That's when you do one.
They got 2 men deep. Flores here on the near side. Waylon Cosby on the far side. The kick is a full long one into the end zone. Nobody's going to return that. A line drive kick. And Flores has no chance. So the Jackson Broncs will start over at their 20. And here's a gut check time for Jackson. They had their starting quarterback go down. I'm not sure if he's back out there. We'll keep an eye on whether Grant Johnson returns. I think I see him. But, Jackson getting thrown a little bit of a scare here. Up 21-0 at the half. Have watched the Wolves respond. And Grant Johnson is back out there at quarterback. That's good news. Waylon Cosby in the backfield with him. 1 receiver split left, 2 to the right. Johnson going to hand off to Cosby, and he's pulled down immediately. A yard behind the line of scrimmage, and that is again Jaden Walther, who has had a tough time running the ball, but he's been very good on the defensive side of the ball. 2nd and 11 for the Broncs. No room to run there for Cosby. Johnson the snap, gives to Cosby again, looking left side, and again there's nothing there. Flags fly. That might be face mask on Zach Dalton, who was the first guy to make contact with Cosby. We'll see. It looked like Dalton got up in the face mask of Cosby, who was able to shake that tackle, and it is a face mask. And that's a tough break for Green River, whose defense looked like they were charged up by that touchdown provided by the offense, and we're kind of building on that momentum, and that's a tough call because it's going to walk the ball all the way down. A 15-yard personal foul, face mask to the Jackson 40-yard line. So the Broncs catch a huge break there. 1st and 10. Cosby and Logan split wide left. 3 receivers to the right. Empty backfield for Grant Johnson. Snap high, but he handles it. It's going to throw near side and just fire it out of bounds. Lesnick was the nearest guy, but I think Johnson was just trying to unload as Lesnick was not open. Neither was Liam McPeak. He was also on this near side. And Johnson just trying to get rid of it. 2nd and 10 now for the Broncs. Ball at their own 40. Jackson watched a 3-score lead get trimmed a little bit, and we'll see how they respond here.
Don't make it a 3-score lead again.
McPeak split wide right, 2 receivers to the left. Snap, Johnson hands off. Waylon Cosby looking left side, dodges 1 tackle and can't get out of the grasp of another as he managed to elude Walther. But then coming up to make the stop after a gain of 1 was Declan Henderson. And again, I thought he got a yard, but maybe not even that. So it'll be 3rd and 10 for the Broncs. Just under 5 to go in the 3rd. They go empty backfield. 5 receivers for Grant Johnson to choose from. Here's the snap. Pressure coming from Green River. Still, Johnson has time. Now he's going to escape the pocket left side and get run out of bounds. Picks up just about 3, maybe 4, but well short of the first down. Coverage was good. Credit the offensive line. They held up well as the Green River Wolves looked like they sent an extra rusher there. The blitz was on. The offensive line held, but Johnson couldn't find anybody. And Jackson's going to go here. 4th down and 7. Ball at their own 43. Waylon Cosby leaves the backfield now, and it's an empty set. 3 receivers right, 2 to the left. Time running out here. Johnson's got to get the snap, and he's going to punt. Grant Johnson kicks it out of bounds. One of those quick punts. And you hear the groans of some fans in front of us. They thought Johnson moved, and I thought he did too. The quarterback is not allowed to move his feet like that before the snap, and Grant Johnson was looking to back up a little and give himself room to punt, and he moved before the snap. And they've been calling that all night. So
maybe someone talked to him about throwing so many flags, so they're like, all right, we better keep it in our pocket a little bit.
Yeah, Green River takes over at their own 42-yard line after the short punt by Short, quick kick by Johnson. Hintz, fumble. Oh. He was looking to hand off to Walther. Ball's on the floor, and Jackson says they've got it. We'll wait for indication they do.
Yes.
Jackson Bronx have recovered the fumble. The handoff to Walther was never clean, and it went right down to the turf. And the Jackson Bronx have recovered. Huge turnover for the Bronx after they were forced to punt and get the ball right back. Boy, this is tough for the Wolves, whose defense has been out there all night long. Ball at the 42-yard line of Green River. Jackson on the march again. 1st and 10. Johnson hands off to Cosby, and there's nothing going. Oh, my. A loss on the play of 5. And that is Declan Henderson, 6'1", 210-pound junior. Watch this kid. He's going to be something next year. He's been all over the field for the Wolves, and Green River's offense is kind of one-dimensional, built around a quarterback and Dax Taylor. But this defense, or any number of players, can make big plays on this defense. They're pretty good. And they are trying to prove something right now, as they are not going to let Jackson just roll down the field. It's 2nd and 15 for the Bronx. Snap and the give to the up-back fullback, and plowing ahead is Matthias Wilson. And you know how strong Wilson is. Fumble, and Green River says they got it.
Got it.
Matthias Wilson, who does not run very often. He is brought in to be the blocking back. Occasionally he'll get a handoff, and he had a good run there, but coughed it up, so back and forth we go. Jackson recover a fumble, and now they give it right back. Green River with the ball at their own 37. Hintz again staring over the sidelines for the plays. Got Walther in the backfield with him. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Shotgun snap to Maddox. Hintz looking near side. Fires, looking for Dax Taylor off his hands. And incomplete. The pass was behind Taylor, and the timing just not there. Nearest man in coverage was Tyson Kendall. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. Green River is trying to do something they're not good at, and that's come back in a ball game. They just don't have the offense built to do this, but they've shaved it to 21-7. With good field position here, 2nd and 10. And again, if you're going to wait that long in the field, you might as well huddle.
Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah, because they do take them out. What do you do?
There's the snap. Hintz rolling to his left. Look out from behind, and down he goes, and he just did get rid of it. That was nearly a fumble. Ooh. As Matthias Wilson was in hot pursuit of Maddox Hintz. And Hintz felt it, and just as he was throwing, Matthias Wilson hit his arm, and they're calling it an incomplete pass. Green River's lucky. That was close to being a fumble, as I'm not sure Hintz heard him, felt him, or knew he was there, but Wilson was closing fast. Hunter Lake split wide left, bottom of your screen. He loves to come all the way to the sideline.
Here he goes.
He's got Tyson Kendall on him, one-on-one. Walther in the backfield, along with Maddox Hintz, the quarterback, the junior, who has led this team all year long, leads them in nearly every offensive category. The snap, and there's movement before the snap.
I think
Jackson might have jumped. They're going to call it on Green River. Movement before the snap, so now the Wolves faced with a
they're moving the other way.
3rd and long. Yeah, 3rd and 15. Hintz got Lake in the slot, wide right. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Back to throw is Hintz. Wants Dax Taylor wants Lake near side. And he caught it. Hunter Lake. What a catch. That's a first down catch. Tyson Kendall was all over the coverage. In fact, the referees very well could have called pass interference on that. Kendall was all over Lake. The referees let him go, and credit Hunter Lake, as that was a 50-50 ball, and he just came down with it, beat Tyson Kendall. It was just a matter of who wanted it more, as Maddox Hintz just laid it out there. First down, Wolves. They've had some big third down conversions. There's the give to Walther, looking near side, wrapped up. Noah Zalesniak, first one to grab him. And Walther has had a tough sledding for the running back tonight, as he's pulled down with no gain, 2nd and 10. Good job by Zalesniak to come up from his linebacker position. Was not fooled. Hunter Lake is off sides right now. Now he backs up. Watch Dax Taylor. He's the slot receiver at the top of your screen, standing on the far hash. Handoff, fake handoff to Walther. Oh, that was a little busted play, and that's going to lose a couple of yards as Hintz recovered it. I'm not sure what he was trying to do there. We thought about a fake pass in the flat, and then all of a sudden he lost the handle and almost fumbled. He lost a yard or two. It's going to be 3rd and 9. 3rd down, 9. Ball at the Jackson 41-yard line. Maddox Hintz looks over the defense. Now takes another check to the sidelines.
Just staring at.
I mean, Hintz, yeah, he stares at that sideline a lot to get the play. Maddox Hintz wants to throw, has time, fires over the middle. He wanted Hunter Lake, and that pass is incomplete. And Lake is upset with himself, but that would have been a tough catch. And he had a lot of white jerseys around him. That would have been pretty difficult. Pass was off the mark. I don't think Lake had a chance there. 41 seconds left in the third. Can that be right, or are we missing some bulbs in the clock? They're going to go here. 4th and 8. Wait a minute. Never mind time. Let's see this play. 4th down, 8. Green River, the Jackson 41. They have to get to the 32. And they're going. At least they're lining up as if to go. They're going to go. Hintz gets a snap. Look out. He's pressured by Matthias Wilson. Escapes him. Fires to the right side. Got him in. Maddox Hintz finds Dax Taylor yet again. And the play is good for 13 yards and a first down. And that was all Maddox Hintz. As he extended the play, Matthias Wilson again in hot pursuit. Colin Pape was there as well, but Hintz somehow got out of trouble, threw it on the run, rolling to his right, and found his favorite guy, Dax Taylor, yet again. First down, Wolves. The give to Taylor on the fly sweep. Flags are down. Taylor spins out of one tackle and is down inside the 20, but this may be coming back here as Barazay is in on the stop along with Colin Scott, and I believe we're going to march it back on the Wolves. That fly sweep to right now, Coach Christensen of Green River is looking for any way to get number 24 involved. Dax Taylor has been a one-man gang tonight. He and Maddox Hintz are going to sleep good this evening. They played a heck of a ball game for the Green Machine. But that Taylor run is coming back. The ball placed at the Jackson 32-yard line. It's 1st and 15 for Green River. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Walther in the backfield along with Maddox Hintz, who points this way, that way, now gets the snap. Look out, in on the rush is Roper. Hintz gets away. There's going to be a face mask coming. He's got a man. That's good to the 20. Hunter Lake still on his feet. Hunter Lake to the 15, to the 10. Inside the 10 to the 9. Hunter Lake. Oh, my. And if this indeed is a face mask on Jackson, it'll be declined, I'm sure. Although a personal foul, they may tack that on to the end. But
I don't know. Yeah,
yes, Coach Christensen said we don't want the penalty. And that went from Jacob Roper almost sacking Maddox Hintz to Hunter Lake with a reception and nearly got in the end zone. That's the end of 3 with a score. Jackson 21. Green River 7, but this one trending the other way. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Experience Jackson Hole like a local. Recently renovated, the 49er boasts a new lobby, extended continental breakfast, indoor swimming pool, fitness facility, and 12-person outdoor hot tub. Located on Pearl Street, the 49er is just 3 short blocks from Jackson's greatest bars and restaurants, where you'll find your home away from home. Enjoy your time in Jackson as part of the Town Square Inns and stay at the 49er Inn and Suites.
Bronx, Jake Nichols on KZ95.
Well, we got a ball game here. A fresh 12 minutes on the scoreboard. The Big O scoreboard also showing Jackson 21, Green River 7. If that sounds comfortable to you, you haven't been watching. Green River is coming on here and making everybody nervous in white, as the Bronx starting to feel the heat. And it all comes down to not getting the quarterback down to the ground. I said, ain't 8. You can't let 8 beat you. He is their one weapon, and Maddox
getting a little
Hintz
help right now,
is
though.
having a ball game. Hintz has escaped trouble like Houdini. And when he does, Dax Taylor has been his favorite target. Flags fly before the snap, and it's offsides Jackson. And I don't know how many times that is. The Bronx have been lined up in the neutral zone, but it's at least 4. And I just, Bronx are not helping themselves. Second and goal, or first and goal from about the 3, as the Green River Wolves are knocking at the door, trying to make this a one-score game. Hintz going to call his own number. He's not going to get there. Colin Scott in on the stop. He gets help there from another defender, I believe Roper and Scott on the tackle. It'll be second and goal now from the 3. So Jackson's ready for Maddox Hintz here. Green River might have to think of something a little different. Now, do you dare throw down here?
I don't know if I would.
You got Lake and Dax Taylor. Both have pretty good size if you want to throw a jump ball. Walther in the backfield. Man in motion. The give is to Taylor. Coming right side. Jackson is ready for it this time. Dax Taylor on the fly sweep, and Noah Zalesnik is right there to put him in a bear hug. It's third and goal now for the Green River Wolves.
Let's go D.
Loss of a yard or 2, and right now the Jackson defense is trying to make a statement, prove a point. Walther just off the right hip of Hintz in the shotgun. The snap. Hintz going to follow Walther's block. No, he wants to throw. End zone. Got him in. Touchdown, Wolves. Oh, boy. Touchdown pass to Chaz Hellmandaler. The senior on senior night catches the TD pass, and look out, brother. We got a ball game as Stoke is going to try to draw the Green River Wolves within 7. This is a big point after, make no mistake.
Ooh.
The snap high, the hold is good. Doak's kick is blocked, I believe.
No good.
No good. That's big. That was important. It's going to mean the Wolves are going to have to go for 2 if the score remains where it is, and they are fortunate enough to get a 3rd touchdown. Right now, it's 21-13, Jackson lead. But the Bronx took a 21-0 lead into the half and have not scored since. Credit the Wolves, who will not go away. And I said that about Green River before the game. Every time we come here, I watch this Wolf team just play beyond what you think you're going to get. I mean, you talk about a scrappy team. They don't quit. They don't go away. And this is not the first Jackson Bronx team Green River has put a scare into, I'll tell you what. And right now, the Green Machine is jacked up here in Sweetwater County. Here comes the kick. Ball teed up at the 40. with Braxton Doak doing the kicking. Back to receive for the Jackson Bronx is Joshua Flores on the far side. Waylon Cosby on the near side, bottom of your screen. Both standing at their own 5-yard line. Here's the kick. It's going to go to Cosby. He will field it on the hop. He's out to the 15, the 20, 25. Look out, Waylon Cosby turns on the Jets. One man to beat is the kicker, Doak, and Waylon Cosby has run it all the way. A 97-yard touchdown run. Flags come flying late, but that might be an excessive celebration thing.
Because he did a flip.
Did he do a flip?
Yeah, he did a flip.
That's why.
We at Green River even did. Yeah, he did a flip.
Oh, my goodness. Waylon Cosby with a touchdown return has made it 27-13. The extracurricular in the end zone should be something that's tacked on to the kick. I didn't see any flags back here.
No, it was after he scored, so.
No, what is there to talk about then? No points have gone up on the board, and I don't understand why they're walking this one all the way back. There's no flags back here. What could this possibly be?
Okay. No.
They're talking things over and trying to explain something to Coach Johnson. I don't get what could erase a touchdown run. There's no holding, no blocking in the back.
You can't take that away from Cosby. Come on.
Waylon Cosby with a 97-yard touchdown return.
They're not giving it to
him. To shock the Wolves, but they're going to turn this back, and I don't know why. I mean, if Waylon Cosby did a flip in the end zone, if he flipped everybody in the stadium off in the end zone, it's still something that's tacked on later.
I can't tell with the band playing. That
unsportsmanlike conduct is one of the indications, but again, that's... Boy, they're going to put Jackson all the way back here.
Oh, they're kicking it again? Wait, what's going on here? No. Oh,
they're going to move the Bronx all the way back to their own 10.
Cosby, I'm so...
I don't know why. Jackson 1st and 10 at their own 10-yard line after the 97-yard touchdown run from Cosby is taken off the board.
Oh, so sorry, Cosby.
Waylon did something in the end zone. He did a flip. He did something that, you know.
I don't think that's what.
And that's been a problem for Jackson, his end zone celebrations all season. Coach Johnson has to address that, but it shouldn't be why this team is now faced with 90 yards away from the end zone. They give to Cosby. He's got a couple up the middle, but not much there. They bring up 2nd and 8.
People jump in and dive into the end zone all the time. So he did a flip into the end zone. Big deal. It was as he was going into the end zone. That wasn't celebration.
Again, there were no other flags on the field. It's not like there was a holding call. There was nothing on the field. I checked.
That could not have brought him back all the way, just that. No, there's something else that happened.
Not sure. 9:50. 9 minutes, 47 seconds now to go in regulation. 2nd and 8. Grant Johnson calls for the snap. We're going to go play action. Pass to Kendall. It's intercepted. Intercepted by Dax Taylor. And he goes in for the score. Touchdown, Green River. Oh, my goodness. As that ball went off the hands of the intended receiver, Tyson Kendall, and right into the arms of Dax Taylor, who has been a Bronx killer tonight. And it's 21-19, and we'll see if Green River elects to go for 2 to tie it. They have to. I mean, you got to go for 2 here. They will. And they bring in the fullback, Zach Dalton. So keep an eye on Walther. There's the snap. No, it's going to be Hintz keeping it himself. Throws, end zone, and they got it. Zach Dalton with a catch in the end zone. Green River has converted for 2, and it's 21-21. Oh! Wolves are full of it right now. How about that? Jackson Bryant, this has been a stunning turn of events. Jackson Bronx with a 3-touchdown lead at the half. Green River just would not give up. The second half has belonged to the hometown team completely, with the exception of an exciting 97-yard touchdown kick return run from Waylon Cosby that was, for a mysterious reason, called back. Green River has seized every opportunity. They've created their own chances. And we'll see if the Jackson Bronx feel like their world has just been flipped upside down. I mean, this is a time where if you didn't have to save your timeouts, you might want to just try to get the boys to come back to earth and let them know that we're okay here. I'm okay, you're okay, but are we okay? Waylon Cosby, bottom of your screen at the near hash. Joshua Flores on the far hash, and I would have to think Doak is not going to kick it to Cosby. But that's exactly what he does. Actually, he kicks it short, and that's a pretty good kick. It's going to be down at the 28-yard line. Little extracurriculars after there. That kick just kind of died. It was a pooch kick. Now flags fly again as there is some after the whistle pushing and shoving going on by the two teams. As Jackson right now has got to feel like they've had the rug ripped out from under them. Cosby's run back taken away. A weird interception, a pass that was off the hands of Tyson Kendall and right into the arms of Dax Taylor. Has Taylor not been everywhere? I mean, talk about a Bronx killer. Dax Taylor just happened to be Johnny on the spot with the pick six. Unbelievable. Jackson had the ball here first and 10 at their own 24, unless we figure out what happened with flags. And yet again, the referees are explaining things to head coach Christensen for the Wolves and head coach Johnson for the Bronx. Both coaches with their palms skyward saying, what happened? And nobody knows. The pooch kick was fielded by Jackson. They pounced on it. There was some question as to whether maybe it was fumbled, and then the flag came late, and that looked to be some unnecessary stuff after it. It indeed is. It's going to be on Green River, so Jackson will take advantage of the Wolves getting a little extra there at the kick. Jackson will have the ball at their own 35-yard line. We still got a long way to go here. With 9:29 to play in regulation, Johnson brings them up. Two receivers to the right, one left. Cosby in the backfield will get the carry. Waylon looking right side, and he's got about three. Jackson has been having better success running to the left. Cosby picks up three there, 2nd and 7. So the Bronx, you wonder if they're reluctant to throw here, if they just want to settle things down. Cosby actually picks up 4, 2nd and 6 with 9 minutes to play. Liam Logan split near side at the bottom of your screen. Two receivers to the right. High snap. Johnson corrals it. Gives to Cosby. Straight ahead. Not much there as he runs into a wall of defenders at the 40-yard line. This will bring up 3rd and 5 for the Bronx. They're going to go in no huddle trying to go quick here. That was successful earlier for Jackson. The snap looking right side. It's that wide receiver screen, and it goes nowhere. Liam McPeak is slammed immediately, and it's Dax Taylor again, who sniffed out that wide receiver screen. He was on McPeak before he had a chance to even get a blocking set up. And Jackson's got a punt. Oh, man, momentum shift here. Jackson's got to kick it. Alexi Balog, who is a weapon himself, boots this one high and deep. Taylor says, everybody get away from it. And it bounces out of bounds at about the Green River 30. We'll check that spot here. And the Wolves will take over with 8 minutes to play. All right, so Jason Huggins has told us that unsportsmanlike conduct happened prior to the touchdown. Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Bronx happened before Waylon Cosby was able to get in the end zone on that kick return. So if that's the case, then you don't get the score. And the ball was marched out. So I don't know what it was, but it happened before the score. So, yeah. So did he do a flip as he entered the end zone? Maybe he wasn't in yet. As Hins catch, I did not see that part of it.
It was like he jumped up as he went into the end zone.
Well, then that's before the end zone.
No,
you can't do that.
It was like a Josh Allen jumping into the end zone type thing.
I'm telling you, you're not in the end zone yet. You have made a flip before you're in the end zone. You flip into the end zone.
You didn't even see it, so.
Well, if that's what that's the only thing I can think of that happened. He flipped before he was in, landed in the end zone, and that's a penalty. That's you have disrespected your opponent before you scored. So that's why Cosby hurt himself there. As 2nd and 8 for the Wolves. Maddox Hins is hit as he throws, and man, everything is going Green River's way. Liam McPeak almost made the interception there, but the catch is made by Chaz Hollandaller, and that was a miracle that Hintz even got rid of that ball. When he did, it was a floating duck, and somehow Liam McPeak got beat out there by Hollandaller, and it's a first down, Green River. Well, not quite. 3rd and 1. They give to Walther straight ahead. He's got enough for the first down to the Jackson 45. In there on the stop is again big number 59, Colin Pape. Yeah, so thank you, Assistant AD Jason Higgins, for explaining that Waylon Cosby on that 97-yard touchdown run erased because of the flip into the end zone. Here's a handoff to Walther. Oh, and he got stacked up. And I mean, he got a yard, if that, right there to greet him in the hole is big Rigdon Hammond. And that was an immovable object right there. Walther has not had a lot of running room, and it's been a tough day for that kid. Meanwhile, it's been Hintz and Taylor. But Walther, not his night, as he ran straight into Rigdon. It'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Wolves. Ball at the Jackson 44-yard line. Hintz with, again, Walther in the backfield. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. In the shotgun, Maddox Hintz wants to throw, looking near side. Got a man, is Hollandaller, and he's knocked out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. A real quick hitter to the outside. Green River loves to do that, and Helmendaller is got some valuable yards. That little stuff adds up. Just chipping their way downfield. A gain of 3. Ball at the Jackson 41. It'll still be 3rd and 6 here. Big play coming up for Green River. Likely 4 down. They got a man offside. That's movement. As the hard count by Maddox Hintz did not fool anybody in white, but it did fool number 15, Evan Mazer, who took off and was running an out route before the ball was ever snapped. So that movement's going to be costly. 3rd and 6 becomes 3rd and 11 for Green River.
Let's go defense.
Jackson needs a stop in the worst way. This has become a defensive battle here. Tied at 21 in the 4th. Pass over the middle, looking for Taylor, and it's going to be pass interference. Waylon Cosby got tied up with Dax Taylor. Cosby's upset with himself, and he should be. I mean, Waylon maybe is still thinking about that end zone flip.
He probably is, because...
And that play, he just somehow got tangled up with Taylor, and pass interference is going to give Green River 15 yards and a first down, a gift from the Jackson Bronx. The ball placed at the Jackson 31-yard line, and right now, Big Mo is on Green River's side. Here's the snap. Hintz wants to throw. He's being pressured, fires, and just throws it away. Boy, that Maddox Hintz is one cool customer for a junior. He felt the heat coming mainly from Jacob Roper and just threw it out of bounds and got rid of it. But how many times tonight has Maddox Hintz been under duress and somehow escaped like a magician and threw up what looked like a prayer only to have it answered by Dax Taylor? It's been that kind of half for Green River. They had none of this horseshoe luck in the first. But in the second 24 minutes, it's been all Green River. Walther over the right side. He's got a couple, not much. Jackson stacks him up. Matthias Wilson on the stop along with Pape. Pickup of 2, 2nd and 8. Clock ticking, 4:52 to go in regulation. Green River making their way in the red zone here for Jackson, and the Bronx might get to the point where they're starting to think about taking timeouts. Both teams have 3 left, but Green River's on the move here. Empty backfield. Green River does not do this very often. Empty set. Hintz wants to throw. Hit as he throws. Fires. Intercepted by the Jackson Bronx in the end zone. This is coming out to the 20. And applying the pressure was Jacob Roper along with Colin Pape. They put the heat on Maddox Hintz, and he threw a pass right into the arms of who? I'm going to find out. I got it on the replay if our cameraman is on it.
I'm over there, but I don't know if I got...
Intercepted, I believe that's Tyson Kendall. I'm not sure, but... that was one of the few times Maddox Hintz has made a mistake. And he was hoping for one of those prayers to be answered, and he might have just run out of luck there. Maybe he did not have the rabbit's foot in his pocket that time. Big break for the Bronx. But meanwhile, Jackson not out of the woods yet. We're tied at 21 with 4.5 minutes to go. The Bronx with all 3 of their timeouts. Same for Green River. We'll see if Jackson can put a drive together here. They got to go 80 yards in 4.5 minutes. Pass incomplete off the hands of Kendall. And incomplete. And another scary moment. Another ball off the hands of Kendall. But it drops harmlessly to the turf. That play is how the Bronx gave up the pick 6 not long ago. Scary moment there. 2nd and 10. Oh, man, who would have thought we'd be in a nail-biter at the half? I take all the blame for already looking ahead to Evanston. Empty set here. 5 receivers for Johnson. Wants to throw. Got a man caught. Dragged down immediately by Dax Taylor. Who else? Pickup of 5. It'll bring up 3rd and 5. Taylor was right there with Kendall, and there's no way Green River is going to let Tyson Kendall beat him now. You're going to have to go to another option if you're Johnson. You got 5 receivers in that set, and I know Tyson's your main man, but
you got to look for
so does Green River know that.
Liam and
I like Zalesnik here. Zalesnik in the slot.
Sure,
Watch him on the bottom of your screen, number 34. Hard count, and they got to jump. I think Jackson got Green River jumping, and the Wolves might have just cost themselves. 3rd and 4, and it is offsides Green River. That's going to give Jackson a first down with the ball marched out to the 30, just beyond the 30. So Jackson moving ever so slowly. 3:46 to play in regulation. We're tied at 21 here in Sweetwater County. Jackson with a 21-0 lead. Green River with 21 unanswered points to get back into it. Tyson Kendall split down here, bottom of your screen. Wide to the left. Meanwhile, we're going far side, right side. Pass is caught, wide open, and rumbling down the right side is Waylon Cosby. Touchdown, Bronx. Woo. There are no flags, and Cosby does not do a flip this time when he gets into the end zone. Wow, what a play.
Wait a minute. Is there a flag right here?
A pass down the right sidelines. And Kimmy has noted a flag down here that somehow fell out of somebody's pocket at the 44-yard line of Jackson. And I'm not sure what this could be. It would be away from the ball. way away from the ball. This is a pass to the right sidelines. Waylon Cosby turned on the jets, used his speed to turn what looked like a harmless 8-yard completion into a big home run pass.
Which is good because,
Another unsportsmanlike conduct, and Jackson's ready to kick it here. The referees need to get control of this game. I don't know what it is the Broncs are doing after touchdowns, but they're getting penalized for it almost every time.
But it was back here.
Yeah, well, the referee back here saw it, whatever it was. But I'm not going to blame the refs because I've watched the Broncs get penalized for touchdown celebrations. The extra point, very important here, is up and good. So the Jackson Broncs take a 28-21 lead. We'll see if they march off the penalty here on the kick. And we've seen it not matter at all because Alexi Balog can boot it in the end zone even with the ball moved back.
I mean, I'm just thinking this is a close game, and knowing that we missed that field goal attempt and the celebration.
Yeah. That could come back to hurt
that's
you.
10 points.
Well, Waylon Cosby has made up for the flip in the end zone with that play. That was huge. And Waylon, boy, he was just, you could see why he's a track and field star. He just ran away from everybody. The only guy who could catch him was the free safety Chaz Hellmandaler, and he could not catch up with Waylon Cosby, who went all the way for the touchdown pass. I have this on the replay. It's just a little 12-yard completion. And he's wide open. Cosby's wide open. You look at Hellmandaler there, and he can't catch him. And he's gone. And then I don't think we're going to see, no, we don't see the celebration. I didn't really see any excessive celebration, but I know the Broncs have been guilty of that all year long. In fact, I would venture to say on 50% of the Broncs touchdowns, they've been whistled for 15 yards, and on half the times they've scored a TD.
I guess maybe they don't care about it afterwards.
I don't know. They're going to put this ball back at the 25. Normally you'd be kicking from the 40.
You need to ask Coach that question.
Now, Balog's got a good leg. I don't know what the Broncs are doing on a touchdown. They got to just get in the end zone and hand the ball back to the ref and act like you've been there before. Because spiking it and whatever they're doing, the 15 yards are adding up, and they're costly. And it happens all too often. Balog kicking from his own 25 really puts a toe to this, and that's over the head of the receiver. He's going to have to field this. And he picks it up at his own 5-yard line to the 10, to the 15, and he's corralled there. Trevor Johnson, for a minute, I thought that he thought the ball was going to go in the end zone.
I thought it was too. I mean, he had no choice, and he dropped it. And
Trevor Johnson was surprised by the leg of Alexi Balog. He has not been watching film. I got news for you. Alexi can hit one of the end zone even with the 15-yard penalty. Trevor Johnson was surprised by that kick. It went over his head, and he thought, he turned around, he said, that's going in the end zone. It didn't. It kind of died right there at the 5. And Johnson, all of a sudden, the light bulb went on. He's like, I got to return this. I got to get on this ball. And he manages to get out to the 15. That's all with 3:20 to go. Green River down 7. And we'll see if they've got more magic left in the tank. Hintz with a snap, looking to throw. Got a man, it's Hellmandaler. He's tackled immediately. Coming up to make the stop is Liam McPeak, making sure Hellmandaler goes nowhere. In fact, lost 2. That's a quick hitter to the outside. I've seen that on film, and so is Liam McPeak. He said, yeah, I've been watching film.
Yeah, that's something you talked about.
He
quick
came
and out
right
there.
up. Yeah, Hintz loves going to the outside very quickly and hoping his playmakers can make a play, but McPeak shut it down. 2nd and 11. Pass far side. That's caught, but again, it's Tyson Kendall comes up, makes a hit right away. And it's Evan Mazer on the completion, but that's going to get nothing, and maybe again another loss of a yard. No gain. 3rd and 11 coming up for the Wolves, and they want to talk about it. Timeout with 2:47 to play in regulation. Green River faced with a 3rd and long. deep in their own territory. With this timeout, we'll remind you, Jackson Hole Ford will meet or beat any offer. Their low overhead means you don't need to drive to Idaho Falls, Salt Lake, or Denver. Your best deal is right here in Jackson. Show them what you found on the interwebs, and they will meet it or beat it.
Awesome.
Jackson Hole Ford. Wow, what a big ball game. In one hand, you know, you're going to feel like you escaped with a win if you do. But Jackson really let a big lead slip away here. Scary moments. If you're scoreboard watching out of town scoreboard, can you imagine what they're thinking in Evanston watching this one?
Like, what? It's tied? What happened?
What happened?
How'd that happen?
Here comes Green River, and they got 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Walther in the backfield, probably to just do some pass blocking here. He is. He picks up the blitz. Meanwhile, Hintz fires one to Dax Taylor. That's going to be
a
pass interference again. Dax Taylor was open. The ball was underthrown, and Waylon Cosby and Taylor collided. Both of them are down right now. It wasn't a huge collision, but it was pass interference for sure. That play happened at the 35-yard line. It would have been good enough for a first down. And I think Waylon just, neither guy was expecting to hit. Yeah.
Yeah. I saw
Cosby's up. I think he's okay.
He just like a wind.
Yeah, Green River coach Christensen gets him a pat on the head. Cosby's had a big game for the Bronx.
Too. Yep.
Dax Taylor, meanwhile, he's slow to get up. Both of them, it was just an awkward collision.
I think that wasn't even like just not watching.
No,
it was right there.
I think neither guy was expecting to hit.
Yeah, it's a penalty, but
Cosby.
They collided. Man.
Cosby was coming in from center field, playing that deep safety, and he was just watching the ball, and he said, "This ball's mine." Didn't even see Dax Taylor, who said, "This ball's mine," and it wasn't anybody's. And both guys slow to get up. Maddox Hintz, first down, ball at the 29. Hintz throws one, caught, intercepted. Jack Barazay with the interception, and the Jackson Bronx with a huge turnover. And this could very well finish it for the Wolves. Oh, boy. And the luck has run out on the Wolves as Maddox Hintz, I don't know if he saw Barazay or not. He tried to throw that ball off his back foot. We've seen Hintz do that tonight a few times, where he throws the ball off balance off his back foot. He didn't have enough on it, and big Jack Barazay reached up, pulled it down, and a huge interception, and Jackson's just going to try to sit on it here. The Green River Wolves have 2 timeouts remaining with
run the clock
2:34 to go.
Some running plays.
But Jackson is knocking on the door. They're already in the red zone at the Green River 18-yard line. They give to Matthias Wilson, and he's got a first down inside the 10. Good run. Wilson picks up 10. He's such a hard runner. He comes up limping. Matthias Wilson, very near the first down. He's going to be just short by the spot as they put it at the 9.
We've been short every time we've gotten a first down, though.
It'll be 2nd and 1. That's okay for if you're the Bronx. Yeah. You don't want to go too fast here. You want to burn clock. 2:01 and counting. Jackson knocking at the door. Field goal would do it, but they'd love to get in the end zone here. 2nd and 1. You can't imagine they're going to be throwing anything here. And, boy, that's late to call a timeout. That's got to be the Bronx. Yeah. If Green River was going to call it, they would have called it before then. That's Jackson calling it as coach wants to make sure he's got just the right play dialed up. And it's certainly by the formation, it looks like they were just going to run it. Matthias Wilson leading the way perhaps for Waylon Cosby. As Jackson looking at a 2nd and 1, minute 48 to go. Coach Johnson has 2 timeouts remaining now. Jackson Hole Ford. During the timeout, wants you to know they're always searching for used vehicles. Let them make your cash offer. Let them make you a cash offer on your used vehicle, pre-owned vehicles. That's a hot market right now. Jackson Hole Ford will pay you more than you think your car's worth, I'll bet you. Find out how much. Go see our friends at Jackson Hole Ford. So with 1:48, Coach Johnson wants to be just very, very sure about these final few plays here. He may have called a couple of plays, but look for the run here. Cosby and Matthias Wilson in the offset eye. They give this to Wilson, straight ahead, plows, and he's in. Touchdown, Bronx.
Woo.
Matthias Wilson, who fumbled earlier in the game and a costly turnover, plows his way in there. But he's just too big. There's nobody on the Wolves side of the ball that can stop Wilson. As you take a look at the replay, he's a real north-south kind of fullback. Just puts his head down and plows his way in. He's 6'1", 230, the senior, and you're not going to bring him down. Not one guy, anyway. Extra point from Balog is up and good, and the Jackson Bronx, for the moment, have survived the scare, but I'm not going to get ahead of myself again. Jackson,
always listen to me.
35, Green River 21. Wolves, boy, I'll tell you, it's not the first time I've seen this Wolf team.
What did I predict the score of the game would be?
I don't remember.
35-21.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You're right on. Boy, at the half, I would have been hard-pressed to figure out how Green River would score 3 touchdowns. But give the home team credit on senior night. They have refused to go away and put a scare into the visiting Bronx. But Jackson taking command now. And, you know, that's a big thing, Kimmy, to be able to be up 21-0, watch that disappear, and reach down and find a little more resolve. That says something about
I would agree.
his Jackson Bronx football team. I mean, that's not easy to do. It's easy to get so scared that you just run away and hide at that point. But Jackson just doubled down and said, wait a minute, this one belongs to us. Alexi Blog with a kick. Gonna just pooch it. Line drive kick here. No, pretty deep kick, actually. And the return out to the 24-yard line with the Green River Wolves will start on the return. That's Trevor Johnson. Gets 23 yards on the return out to about the 24. First and 10 Wolves, 1:38 to go. Green River has 2 timeouts remaining, but they're down 2 touchdowns now at this point, 35-21. Maddox Hintz gets the snap, rolls to his right, pursued by Connor Scott. The pass incomplete, overthrown, looking for Evan Mazer, but the pass was too high, and the pressure from Connor Scott had Hintz a little worried. That was a design rollout to the right side, and Maddox Hintz might be better throwing on the move than he is in the pocket. He's very good rolling to his right. It doesn't mean anything to him, but he did feel a little heat from Scott behind, and that caused the pass to sail high. 2nd and 10 now. Clock stops with the incompletion. Hintz to throw. Quick hitter here to Helmendeller, and he steps out of bounds to stop the clock. Pickup of 4. Chaz Helmendeller with a completion. That's that quick hitter to the outside. Jackson more than happy to surrender that 4-yard catch, even if it does get out of bounds. The Bronx will let Green River just nickel and dime their way down the field if that's their choice.
Took off 8 seconds.
McPeak and Tyson Kendall swap sides, so they want to make sure that McPeak is on Helmendeller and Hunter Lake is being covered by Tyson Kendall. Kendall's probably the best cover man Jackson has. They want to make sure they get that matchup with him on Lake. As Hintz rolls to his left, throws, looking left, got Dax Taylor again. Taylor, though, is brought down. Matthias Wilson brings him down. He's got a first down, but Taylor was looking for more. He was looking for the home run, and Matthias Wilson dragged him down at the 35-yard line. Clock still rolling. Green River gets up to the line of scrimmage quickly here. 1st and 10. Hintz to throw. Movement before the snap again.
False start.
That's on Green River. First and 15 now for the Wolves, backed up to their own 30, down 35-21, and just not a lot of time remaining. Looks like Jackson could salt this one away, but things have just been weird here tonight. Maddox, since the juniors, had a great game for Green River. Feels the pressure, fires over the middle. That's intercepted. Threw it right into the arms of the Jackson linebacker, Rigdon Hammond. Intercepted. Was looking for Dax Taylor over the middle, but Rigdon Hammond was right there. And Jackson this time did not bring pressure. They dropped everybody back, and Maddox Hintz is out of magic as he threw that right to Hammond. Clock under a minute now. We'll see if Jackson is just going to be gentlemanly here and take a knee, perhaps. Scott, I got somebody call me. I don't recognize the name, but I can't answer the phone right now. 53 seconds to go. And Jackson, I believe, is going to bring out. I thought they were going to bring out the second unit. They'll give Tyson Kendall a blow as he trots off, but Grant Johnson's still in there at quarterback. I can't imagine Jackson's going to try anything too tricky here. I would look for Cosby or Matthias Wilson. No, they're going to take a knee. So unlike Star Valley, Jackson more than happy to run clock. And meanwhile, on the other side of things, this also counts on some sportsmanship from Green River and whether Coach Christensen chooses to keep his 2 timeouts in his pocket. Now, what's going on? No. He's going to call a timeout, so he's going to make us do it the hard way here as Coach Johnson was trying to help him out, saying, hey, we're up 2 scores and we're going to take a knee. But Coach Christensen said, well, I want to prolong this game a little more. Me and the refs have already missed our dinner date.
Shoot.
Yeah. What time is it anyway? This one.
8:40.
Oh, that's not too bad.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
I mean, that first quarter made it feel like it was going to be really long, but I think we've made it up. And I was a little worried there. Nail biting for a little bit.
Well, Jackson looking at a 2nd and 11 from the 17-yard line of the Wolves. The Bronx trying to do the valiant thing, trying to be gallant here and just take a knee. We'll see if they're going to do it again. Sometimes when you get the other coach calling timeouts, it makes you...
Hey, fine, we'll go for it.
You run a play, yeah, but it doesn't look like it. They're in the victory formation here. Johnson's going to take another knee, and we'll see what Green River chooses to do. They're going to let it roll this time, yeah. I think it was just kind of a mistake timeout before, and one more play should do it. As Jackson has a 3rd down, they could definitely run it out here, even with Green River. If they took this last time out, Jackson could run it. So the Bronx are going to get the W here as they'll go one more time in the victory formation. Grant Johnson will take a knee at the Green River 18. He uses as much clock as he can. Gets settled under center, and there it is. This one a final. The Jackson Bronx come in here, and it sounds weird to say they escaped with a 35-21 win, but I'll tell you, the way this one went, 21-0 at the half, 35-21. Jackson with a 2-score victory over the Green River Wolves on their senior night, and a big, big win. You take them any way you can get them to get a conference win. I'll tell you, they don't come easy. This one was huge. Well, credit Green River, they never quit. And you want to find a player of the game, Kimmy K from the Green River Wolves. I'll give you 2 choices. Either one is good.
I'm going to go with Dax Taylor.
Oh, my.
I mean, I feel like the quarterback's going to get many, many times. I had to go with Dax.
I have no problem with that. Taylor on the defensive side of the ball with a pick 6. Some big receptions from his quarterback. I'll go with the quarterback just to make sure we get both of them in there. Maddox Hintz and Dax Taylor. If it wasn't for those 2 guys, this one would have been 80-0. I mean, Holy cow, did they show up for Green River? Who do you like for the visitors in white? The Jackson Bronx get a win. Who's your most valuable player from the Bronx?
Man, I like so many of them. They're such key plays, too. I mean, I'm thinking about plays and names. I got to go down to either say Waylon Crosby or Cosby, sorry, not Crosby, or Mateus Wilson.
Yeah, not bad.
But I'm like, I love Jack's interception.
I'll credit Waylon Cosby for finding his brain again after the 97-yard touchdown run was erased.
It's hard to say
that. He did collect it. He did pull himself together. He took a PI after that, and then you're wondering if the Waylon Cosby train had just come off the rails. But then he gets a key touchdown that salted this one away on the touchdown reception. But, I have to penalize Cosby for the TD, so I can't go there. Good game, Waylon. Your best game, honestly, from the neck down, from the neck up, not maybe your best game.
But if I had to say, I think Jack Baraze's interception is what changed this around at the end.
That was huge.
That completely turned the momentum right there.
I'm going to go with a tandem of guys, even though I try not to do that. But
Let's just say our whole team.
No.
Okay.
Because I want to give a shout out to two guys that have agreed with their coach to change positions and change numbers. And they had a huge game. Rigdon Hammond and Colin Pape, they did what they had to do for the team. They had a huge game defensively. We called their numbers all night.
I know.
In fact, we called only their numbers for half the night because we didn't know who they were. Colin Pape, Rigdon Hammond were fantastic on the defensive side of the ball. And they proved that team comes before player. There's no I in team, et cetera, et cetera.
True.
I got to go with those two guys.
All right,
but
I'll agree with you.
I mean, Waylon Cosby's one, too. He had his best game of the year.
It's hard to say because,
Right.
Yeah, right.
But, that was fun. We got to roll out of here, kids. Hey, it's been our pleasure to bring you Jackson Hole Bronx football from Sweetwater County and Green River. The final once again, Jackson Bronx 35, the Green River Wolves 21. With the win, Jackson improves that conference record to 1-1 now after the loss to Star Valley. Overall, Jackson evens their overall record to 3-3. But a good game. With the loss, the Green River Wolves fall to 1-5 of the season, 0-2 in conference play. Jackson, next up for them is a home matchup against the Evanston Red Devils. Homecoming for the Bronx. Evanston's coming into that one after getting wiped out in Cody, so that could be interesting how that one goes. We'll have all the action for you live from William T. McIntosh Field next week. Friday, we'll be on the air with more Bronx football. Right now from Green River for Jackson Hole Radio, I'm Jake. She's Kimmy, wishing you and yours good night. God bless.